The Jake Asman Show will begin shortly. Thanks to all these great Patreon members who help support the show. Get your super chats ready. Jake will be here in just a moment. If you love the New York Jets, this is the place to be. And now, the Jake Asman Show.
Aaron Glenn is dismissing any talk about trading Breece Hall. He also got into it with Brian Costello of the New York Post again today. The latest on the Jets and their embattled head coach. It is the Jake Asman Show. Jets Chaos will join us, and it starts right now.
Justice numbers are not good from this game. Is he going to be your quarterback next week, or would you consider?
Man, what kind of question is that?
How much worse can it get for Aaron Glenn's Jets team? Can he salvage this season and give us something to be excited about? Every step of the journey, the Jake Asman Show will have you covered, breaking down all the storylines of every game and everything in between. Please subscribe and hit the like button below. Super chats, baby. Cut the line. The Jake Asman Show starts right now. Here we go, here on a Wednesday hump day, show number 2. I want to remind people that if you're not a Patreon member, you should become one. You'll get bonus shows, your name in the intro, access to our private Discord channel. You'll find out about exclusive events, and you'll get year-round merch store discounts, that and much more. It's patreon.com/Jake Asman Show. Thank you to Kevin Donahue, Matias Morales, Ben Hambrook, Dawn, Cash Money Mike, and Max NYJ for being our most recent Patreon subscribers. Again, it's patreon.com/Jake Asman Show to be a part of our growing community. Let's say hello right now to someone I'm a big fan of. I will be hanging out, schmoozing with this man at the Matt O'Leary wedding next month, ladies and gentlemen, live from the West Coast. It's our guy, Jeremy, Jets Chaos. Mr. Chaos, the Jets are 0-6, and the pain seemingly never ends. How we doing, my friend?
Living the pain, man. Living the pain. That was just, and by the way, we'll be hobnobbing at
That's right. That's right. Hobnobbing at the wedding. Yes.
But just wondering how long this pain's going to last. Like, how long is it this time? Like, and not that, like we were talking about it before, not that even a couple of wins is going to end the pain, but there seems to be an intense embarrassment right now. And, I wear my Jets gear no matter what. I just need a couple more wins. I can't keep doing this. I'm walking around Sacramento wearing gear for a team, the only team that hasn't won a game yet this year. It's tough, man.
It really is. A couple things from Aaron Glenn to talk about. First, I'm just going to play you a part of his presser. I have a couple clips, but this is just from the raw presser, so everyone gets the feel. I don't, for the life of me, understand why Aaron Glenn continues to take this type of approach with the media. Like, dude, your team's 0-6. So after Glenn does his opening statement today, the first question is about injuries. After Glenn says in his opening statement that Josh Reynolds and Garrett Wilson are not going to practice today. And we're thinking, well, Garrett Wilson, who was reported is going to be out for a couple weeks. What do you mean he's not going to practice today? Like, how come you're just not going to rule him out, right? So naturally, you're going to follow up and ask a question about that. So this was the very first question that Aaron Glenn got from Brian Costello of the New York Post at his presser.
Is Garrett have a shot for something? You said you would.
We'll see how he's progressing during the week.
So that means he's got a shot.
We'll see how he progresses during the week.
The MRI didn't show anything.
We'll see how he progresses during the week.
Why do you need to take that approach? Like, what benefit do you get from doing that to Brian Costello after he asked you a totally reasonable question after the game Sunday in London, and your answer to him made you look like a huge fool when you acted like it was insane to talk about whether or not Justin Fields would definitely be the starter for this game Sunday against Carolina? I just don't think Aaron Glenn's doing himself any favors when that's the approach he's taking with the media.
Yeah, I don't understand. It was a perfectly legitimate question. We all thought that Garrett's out for 2 weeks, right? That was the mind frame, the mindset. He makes a comment that he's not practicing today. Naturally, the media, it's your star player on offense, is going to ask the question of, oh, you mean he might play? And if he's going to pull the card of, why should I give information to the other team? That's not working for you very well, buddy. You're 0-6. I think that maybe we need to try a different strategy than hiding information from the other team.
It's not working if that's the strategy he's trying to take. Just like when he says they've had some great practices, I'd recommend maybe not practicing because clearly something's not happening properly if that is the case. So that's just one example, right? Now, here's the other example before we get to the clip of him shutting down the Brees Hall trade stuff. This was Aaron Glenn being asked a totally normal question about Justin Fields, and I'll play the whole thing. And you tell me, everyone, why this head coach continues to do this when the team's 0-6 and he looks like a fool.
I think you said after the game you'd like to see him give guys a chance. Something to that effect. Do you think he maybe needs to take a few more chances in terms of it? It's not the guy's not wide open. Let's try a 50-50 ball. Let's try to give Garrett a chance or Josh a chance.
Yeah, here's what I do know is, and you're right, and I've said that, and I still believe that, and I think that's for any quarterback, especially when you have man coverage to give a guy a chance. But I do know if something bad happens, you guys are going to be about him, So the thing is, he just got to go out there and play quarterback and do the best that he can. But I don't come off that at all. When you're in man coverage, you got to give a guy the chance to go catch the ball.
I mean, what am I missing here? When you're 0-6 and your quarterback had a historically bad game, negative passing yards, net negative, 10 passing yards, there's going to be criticism. Stop caring what the media thinks. Stop having rabbit ears. Win football games, man. Aaron Glenn, for a guy who talks about, tuning out the outside noise, he seems to care a lot about the outside noise. Like that's ridiculous. Oh, the media, you guys are going to be bitching about it if Fields throws an interception. Yeah, because that's what the media does. That's what fans do. We be critical. Ultimately, you're judged on your record, and the team's 0-6, and you're a big reason why they're 0-6, Aaron Glenn. So I want this guy to work out and be the guy, but he's doing himself absolutely no favors when the product on the field is a disaster and these press conferences are almost as bad.
Yeah, I mean, it's answer the question. Like, it's like he's coming in confrontational. Like, he's going in there with this confrontational approach. They're doing their job, right? If you were in that room, you'd be asking questions too, because that would be your job. And one day it probably will be your job and you'll be in that room. And I can't wait until that day, by the way. But answer the question. Just answer the question. There's so many better answers to that question. Like, okay, situation. Yes, when does a quarterback throw the ball up and take more chances, 50-50 balls? Situational football, right? If you're up by 2 touchdowns, you're not going to do that. If you're down by a lot, you're more likely to do that. So, like, just give an answer. Doesn't make any sense to me.
I don't get it. Like, just to be that aggressive with reasonable questions, like, your quarterback needs to be more aggressive. Just say that. You don't need but if he does throw a pick, you guys are going to be bitching about it. Who cares what the media thinks? That's not what you should be focused on. Win a game. That's what your focus should be on. Winning an NFL game. You're the only team in the league that's failed to do it to this point. Like, it's just, and I said this over the summer when everyone was loving his answers then, when he was, pushing back with some of the question. And it's like, yeah, this guy's not going to take any nonsense. He's going to do it his way. That only works when you win games. When you're 0-6, especially coming off this game, where even like the most positive Glenn supporters have now seemingly started to be like, I don't know, man. Like, this is not good. Like even those people are like, come on, dude. Like, you cannot pretend like you're Bill Parcells up there at the podium or Bill Belichick up there at the podium with the media when you've won nothing. In fact, he literally has won nothing. He's never won a game. He's 0-6.
Yeah. He's literally blanket. No wins, 0 for everything. The guy should be humble. He should, like, it's not working. Whatever this is that you think you're doing, it's not working. So maybe you should just try being honest, and that's all people are asking for. People will get off your back if you just admit your mistakes.
It's just, to me, it's the wrong approach. Now, that won't necessarily get him fired, but, the benefit of the doubt, he's not going to get it from the media. Like, they're only going to say, like, hey, he's in his first year for so long. Like, if this team goes out there and they finish 2-15, there's going to be people who legitimately say Aaron Glenn should be one and done, and he's not going to have any allies in the media who are going to come out and support him and say, no, give it more time. And we know Woody Johnson's very reactionary, so he's only hurting himself down the line because eventually he might need the media to kind of help him here, and he's not going to get any benefit of the doubt when that time comes.
Right. You could trash the media when you win, but yeah, you got to win. Otherwise, you're like, if you're not winning, it's like handing them the rope. It's like, here's the rope. I think there's a place up there and there's a nice audience that can gather and watch, and because that's what you're doing,
It's unreal. All right. The other actual piece of news from Glenn asked about the Breece Hall trade rumors that have resurfaced. Here's the full exchange.
You said before the season you were pretty emphatic about not wanting to trade Breece Hall, and now all of a sudden we're getting closer to the deadline. These rumors are running rampant again. But what's your position now?
They're rumors. Still feel the same way.
So he feels the same way about Breece Hall, meaning they're not going to trade him. Do you think Breece Hall will be on the Jets after the November 4th trade deadline?
Man, I think if I had a guess, gun to my head, I'd say more than likely yes, only because trade value, like what you're gonna get for him, like if I had to swing and guess one way or the other, because I think they'll definitely listen to offers. They definitely might be shopping them, but like trades sometimes are hard because you have to find the trade partner, and then you have to have that trade partner agree on the value of the player, right? So I think that trades are harder than to pull off than not pull off. So I would always swing to, he'll still be a Jet, but I'm not naive. I like to say, I don't think that they would trade him, or there's not interest in trading him if the offer was right.
I don't think they're going to trade him right now because the Braylon Allen injury, I think, just makes it really hard to do that, given where this offense is at, especially with Garrett out at least 2 games here. I don't know. I think that'd be tough. Now, Breece today, when he spoke, he was asked for clarity on that Instagram post where he had the hashtag free20 in it. He said it had nothing to do with being traded. It was about, just being ready for anything that could be coming at you in life or on the field. And I'm just like, okay, whatever. But I mean, Glenn's essentially the GM because Muji reports to him. Woody Johnson, referring to Darren Muji as Glenn's sidekick at the introductory press conference, told me all I needed to know on that one. Unless you get this Godfather offer, which you're not going to get for a running back in his walk year who's got an injury history, I don't think they're going to get more than maybe a 4th-round pick for Breece Hall. I wouldn't trade him at that point. I'd rather just keep him. And if you're trying to change the culture, Breece Hall can help you do that by winning games. I don't think you could change your culture by going out there and winning 2 football games. So I'd keep Breece. I don't know if he's going to be here, though. I really have no idea what to think.
Yeah, if you traded them for a 4th, it's literally the definition of everyone's going to say, "Oh, so you're just tanking." Like you've totally given up. Like you're saying this year is nothing. You've completely accepted that you're tanking. Like if it was a higher round pick, which is, I said that's the problem because I don't see another team willing to do that. But if it was a higher pick, you could at least say, okay, it's they couldn't resist the offer or something. But like for a 4th-round pick. Okay, it's a 4th-round pick. It's a 4th-round pick. You're giving up the year. You're basically saying we're going to go with Isaiah Davis. Alone, with whoever. It's just not. Yeah. You're right. It doesn't make a lot of sense unless the offer was too hard to resist. Like if it was too good of an offer to resist.
Ladies and gentlemen, Jets Chaos is our guest. I want to shout out some people that already entered today's Asmaniac raffle. We're going to give away a Jets jersey of your choosing at the end of the show. First show today, Mimosa won to sign the Bernius Coles helmet. Today, we're going to give away a Garrett Wilson or Sauce Gardner or Jermaine Johnson or Quinnen Williams jersey or Quincy Williams, although he might be traded, so maybe you stick to Quinnen of those. You pick the player you want, the color, and the size, and we send it to you. To enter, you got to gift memberships or send in $10 super chats or higher. So shout out to our guy, Anthony Logerato. He's the first to do it. He is in the Asmaniac raffle for 5.
Justin's numbers are not good from this game. Is he going to be your quarterback next week, or would you consider?
Come on, man. What kind of question is that?
Anthony in for 5, and then who else but our guy, Bo C, gifting this amazing community 5 memberships, 5 raffle entries for Bo.
Bo knows football. Bo knows baseball. Bo knows tennis. Bo knows basketball, too.
Bo knows channel memberships.
If you got a membership from either Bo or Anthony, make sure you thank them. Mr. Chaos, now that we've had a couple days here to try and grasp what we watched on Sunday, first off for you, what was it like to watch that debacle at 6:30 in the morning local time to get up and watch that? My God.
With Green Bean chatting me saying, don't be too negative. Don't be too negative. Don't go in the toilet because we have to stay positive for the channel. So I have that too. I don't even get to be me because normally I'd be throwing shit at the TV. That was hard. That was so real. I was like, it was mixed emotions because I loved watching the defense and what they were doing, and Jermaine Johnson being back, and maybe this emerging linebacker, like maybe we got someone who could be like a solid player, and it was a day 3 pick, and Brownlee, there was some good things. But then, man, every time our offense came on the field, it was like it just sucked the energy out of you.
It just brutal. And like the more I think about it, the more it's just alarming that an NFL head coach was that bad in this game. Glenn not knowing the field goal yardage at the end of the game, I feel like is not being talked enough about because of how bad Fields was. It's like, oh, he didn't bench Fields. He said, well, we didn't know if we wanted to do a 65 or a 60. Dude, it was a 62-yard field goal. Nick Folk hit from 58 2 weeks ago. The conditions in London, I was told, at that stadium were fine. It was a normal day. Like, I just, the more I think about it, the more concerned I am that this head coach is just not the guy. And I hate to say that 6 games in, but it's just a sinking feeling you have right now if you root for this team. Yeah, man. I didn't even realize it because there was so much going on. And we were so upset. But when that realization hit, that 62-yard field goal for a guy who hasn't missed really and just hit a 58er, and you're talking about 4 yards difference. Like, how would you say that on 4th and 8, the way he was playing, you have a better chance? Like, the best chance to win that game was kicking a field goal. I think every one of us knows that. And they employ a game clock and game manager specialist on the staff. Like, how does that happen? How are you that discombobulated at the end of each half when Aaron Glenn himself said, hey, the last 4 minutes of each half belong to the head coach? Like, everything this guy has said, we've seen the total opposite so far. It really is staggering how bad it's been. Even if you were down on this team, like I had them winning 6 games, it can't look like this. You can't be the only team in the league without a win, and you can't have your head coach be the direct reason why you lost this game Sunday. That can't happen. Yeah. And the fact that it happened twice, like at the end of the first half and at the end, at the end of the game, twice. That's a lot. Like for one game. And then to admit none of it, really not to take that much accountability. No. Or like say, hey, this is something that you'll never see happen again. This is something we'll be better prepared for. Like none of that happened. So that's like probably the most upsetting part for me. It's unreal. Burkinator has gifted a membership, baby. He is in the Asmaniac raffle for one. Let me remind people who missed yesterday's show, we did give out the 3 prizes in our weekly raffle series. So now here are the top prizes for next week's Tuesday AM raffle number 45 that you can enter all week long for. A signed Joe Namath helmet, a signed Wayne Corbett football, and a guy that we're thrilled is back. Thank God. A real positive from Sunday if you want to find a couple of them. JJ, signed Jermaine Johnson jersey, up for grabs in next week's Asmaniac raffle. As always, we're presented by FanDuel Sportsbook. Here is your look at the latest line for the Jets and the Panthers, Mr. Chaos. Jets opened as a 1.5-point favorite. That quickly changed when the news of Garrett Wilson's injury came out. So now they are a 1.5-point underdog against a Panthers team that's won a couple games in a row. They just beat the Cowboys, who destroyed the Jets. Give us your thoughts on this matchup. Do you feel any positive vibes towards this game without Garrett Wilson? And oh, by the way, maybe Josh Reynolds as well, who's on the injury report and didn't practice today. Like how are the Jets moving the ball is the real question. My God. I mean, we certainly will have to do it. Like now you want to talk about pure running. This will have to be one of those games where it's just, we just have to be dominant in the run game. I mean, just running the ball, time of possession. And then, if we play defense like we did last week against Denver, we could certainly shut down Carolina that way. But, yeah, I mean, Garrett Wilson out or not, that's not going to be an excuse. Like, you cannot lose to Carolina. You just can't. Like, if they lose to Carolina, I mean, they can, obviously. But, yeah, there's no excuses for it. Like, if they do, we're just going, further down that hole. It's unreal. Here's your injury report first of the week since it is Wednesday. So, no surprises other than, Garrett Wilson being, did not practice, and Glenn getting into it with Costello about, whether or not he actually could play. I'd be shocked if Garrett is out there. The name to watch, though, is Josh Reynolds because he's technically the number 1 wide receiver. And if he can't play, who's the number 1 wide receiver on this team this week? Alan Lazard? Is it Arian Smith, I guess? Are they going to call up some guys from the practice squad? Like, they got to run like the Navy triple option offense on Sunday against Carolina. to have a chance. Justin Fields said that his legs have not felt great the last couple games because he dealt with a knee contusion after the Miami game, but he feels a lot better this week. Okay. I hope, because if he can't move, you have no chance. You have to go to Tyrod at that point if he can't complete a pass.
This is one of those rare moments if you're a blind optimist and you want to be as positive as humanly possible. Maybe this is the opportunity for one of the Smiths to step up, right? Whether it be the rookie, get his forced now and he's the target and they're actually going to look and throw it at him, or maybe a guy a lot of us have been screaming about for 2 years now actually gets on the field. Maybe we have the emergence of a player. If you want to be just completely optimistic and forget about all the negativity for a second and think what can come out of this, maybe we come out of this game realizing we have one more receiver than we thought.
That'd be nice. We saw the Giants do this, right? With little something Humphreys, right? Or like what the guy they called up from the practice squad that like all of a sudden is catching passes in their win over the Eagles, little Jordan Humphreys, like right off the practice squad. Never even heard of him, to be honest, until I'm watching him last Thursday night. I mean, could we get that game though from Arian Smith where like Fields just saying F it, Smith's down there somewhere, just give him a chance to make some plays and some go balls? I mean, you need to find a way to be creative and come up with a real game plan. If you're Glenn and Engstrand here, I have very little faith in them doing that, but like that's your path to winning a game against a team that is definitely playing better than you are, but they've been bad on the road this year. So maybe the Jets can take advantage of that if you want to find some reasons for optimism.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know how I'm surprised they even got 3 wins. I didn't even know they were that good of a team that they could be 3-3. So, I mean, I guess you got to look at what can we take advantage of? Again, if our defense plays the way it did against Denver's offense, against Carolina's offense, they're not going to score a lot of points.
You're in the game if that happens for sure, but are the Jets going to be able to score enough points to have a shot themselves?
I don't know. We're going to have to run the ball really well, no turnovers. We're going to have to win the turnover battle. I mean, like, we're at the point now where we need the other team to play bad. We need turnovers. We need some luck, right? And we need to execute perfectly. I mean, that's where we are.
Aaron Glenn looking for his first win. Will he get it on Sunday when the Asmaniacs are there? Many are wondering. If he doesn't get it Sunday, maybe he gets it against the Bengals when the Jets are in Cincinnati and we're doing a watch party at Goldies Tavern. Bunch of you RSVP today, which is great. It's a great venue. Goldies right next to the Garden, right next to Penn Station. We'll be there for the Jets and the Bengals game, of course. I have a halftime raffle that features a bunch of signed items like this framed Breece Hall jersey, a signed Corvette football, a signed Kevin Mawai jersey, among other items. So I am very excited about that watch party. We'll have fun and commiserate, even if the Jets are 0-7 going into that one, Mr. Chaos, which feels like at this point.
These are the times where I'm the most sad about like not still being in New York or I'm not happening to be visiting that week. Because honestly, like if I still lived in New York in the apartment up on the upper, I'd be there for sure.
Hell yeah, you would. We need you there, bringing the energy and the positive vibes because you're Mr. Positive, aren't you?
Some of that's an act. I haven't been very positive.
Hey, man, it's hard to be. I mean, it really is. Let me ask you this. I'm going to name you a coach. You tell me if you think if they were the Jet head coach in the exact same scenario, the Jets would have won Sunday. You ready?
Yeah.
Rich Kotite.
Oh, God, I hated him. Yeah, I think we would have won if it was them. Depending on whether or not the field goal, like Falk would have been able to kick the field goal, because I think that Kotite would have went for the field goal.
Adam Gase.
Oh man, that's rough. He's offensive minded, so let's say that no, I can't say that Gase would have won a game. I can't give Gase any credit ever. No.
I think they win with Gase. I mean, Gase scores opening drive touchdown instead of that field goal after the turnover or the long kickoff return. Instead of field goals, maybe one of them was a touchdown.
I mean, I guess the healthy argument is that we were as close to winning that game almost as you can be, right? We were so close. We were literally, if the head coach makes the decision to kick a field goal, when you put that, or Fields just not missing the pass to Garrett Wilson, like an NFL quarterback being able to throw an 8-yard pass, like. If any of those things happen, we win the game. So I guess what you're saying is, I guess the argument could be if you just had the coaching be the slightest bit better, we would have won.
If anyone just benched Fields for Tyrod at any point in the third quarter on, they win.
Probably win that game. So yeah, I guess it sucks to say that, but yeah, I guess we would have won Gase was the coach.
Jeff Ulbrich.
Hell, he turned around Atlanta's defense. That's my boy.
That's your guy. That's why
We
I
love
asked.
you, coach. We love you. Yeah, we win that game with Ulbrich. He would have taken a hard look the week before and said, we got a good field goal kicker. If we get an opportunity, we should kick the field goal.
You love Ulbrich, man. I mean, he loves you. You guys have that that forever bond that was established.
I didn't love him as an
Senior Bowl.
interim coach, but I love him as a defensive coordinator.
So you're not bricked up anymore, is what you're telling us.
Not as a head coach. Defensive coordinator. He's
DC, you're fine with him.
Yeah, he's fine as a DC.
Yeah, I get it. I mean, look, Jeff's doing a hell of a job as a DC. The problem was when he remained the DC and became the head coach.
Yeah.
Then it became too much for him. And the first thing he admitted, by the way, in his press conference with the Falcons when they asked him about his experience as the intern with the Jets was, I should have delegated the responsibility of DC to someone on my staff. It was too much.
Right. Or the Jets should have just taken a coach that was irrelevant and made them head coach like the Raiders and we've seen other teams do, like Middleton. They should have said, Middleton, do your thing, fire him up, yell about hitting things, hit everything. Just get him in there and keep everything else the same. And maybe Middleton brings an energy. Who knows? But taking your defensive coordinator and making him the head coach and not replacing the defensive coordinator, how could that possibly make you better?
Unbelievable. Unbelievable.
Okay, good luck, Coach. Good luck. Good luck. Good luck. Good luck. Good luck. Good luck.
We love you, Jeff.
I love the way you dig that up.
I had to find it. I had to go deep for that one. That's a couple years old already, man. That's when we still had hope for the Jets.
Yeah, man. That was a great day, man. I was having a great time, man. At that Senior Bowl is fun.
Hit the like button if you guys are tuning in. Make sure you're subscribed to the channel. We're talking with Jets Chaos. I got the Gusbuster Umbrella hotline link pinned, and we're giving away a Jets jersey and the player of your choosing at the end of the show. You want a Sauce jersey, Jermaine, Quinnen, you name it. We got it. Garrett Wilson as well. And we'll give that away to one lucky person at the end of the show. Let's get to some of your calls here. Are you ready for the calls, Jeremy? Can you handle it?
Sure.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, first up today is a man who demands respect at all times.
What do you need? I got headsets on right now. My brand new headset, by the way. So nice.
You spent money on that?
$15. Yeah.
Nice deal.
$15 for this? You gotta be kidding me, right? And $6 for what? This little gizmo right here?
Is that the worst deal ever? He's paid $6 for a paper cup. Jets Chaos. Your thoughts?
Okay. Shit happens. It's fine. Our team still looks like they crapped the bed. There's still no communication, no working with the teammates because the teammates don't want to work with each other. It seems like there's no communication, no talking. It's like they don't want to work together. They're lazy. It's like this team has nothing, no communication, there's a thing for it in science. It's called no chemistry. You don't have it. They don't have the chemistry to work as a team. So if anything, next year I say, you know what? If they put out a fire sale, I don't know. It's kind of hard to decide. I know who to get rid of first. Clemens, first guy to get rid of. Gone. See ya. He ain't worth my time. He's too lazy. He's too lackadaisical, and he's out of cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs. Yummy, yummy, yummy. But I do have to say it. Next year we're gonna actually see what we can get. We do not need a quarterback. We do not need one. We just need weapons. 2 wide receivers, another tight end, and another running back, and maybe some defensive guys.
Question for you, right? Aaron Glenn said today that Justin Fields needs to take more chances and throw downfield. Can you show everyone?
We already gave him enough time.
Well, no, he's starting though Sunday.
Hey, I gotta waste my time on this monkey.
Hey, stop it! I need you to show everyone what it looks like to throw downfield. All right, this week the Jets are probably going to air it out to maybe Arian Smith. Can you give us a little Fields to Arian Smith, Beast?
Well, let's go one side now. Let's try something a little different called the quad formation. We're going to do a little bit of a screen shot. This is from one of my ESPN games, by the way, 2004. To be exact. Stand there! Stand there! Get ready! Get ready! Green! 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 37! Green! 37! Set, 318! Get ready, steady! Touchdown!
That's what they need to do on Sunday, Jeremy. They have to throw some bombs down the field, give Arian Smith a chance.
I mean, it's better than what we did last week. I mean, I'll take anything. I'll take anything. I mean, it's like, how about not being afraid of it being an interception, like, and saying, who cares? Like, but just trying to win the game and doing what works.
Now, that would be nice. Ladies and gentlemen, more of your calls right now. The Lup Man is next. Hello, Luppy.
Hey, how you doing? The only thing they're going to air out in Jet Stadium is if Beast farts in it. That's the only thing they're airing. I haven't seen Fields throw anything over past 5 yards. What are we doing here? You see this? That's my sleeve. What's it doing? It's wearing thin, just like my patience with Glenn. Right? Glenn needs to freaking shut up and put up. This is it. This is the game where he's got to show us that he can be a freaking head coach. It's 6 games in, the toleration is getting there for me, and I'm sure all the other Jet fans as well. I mean, if you were progressing as a head coach, did he take on too much probably last week with the defense? Yeah, but he's got to figure it out. This is his team. This is his coaching staff he picked. This is what a head coach does, and I'm wearing thin. I am wearing thin, and I think this is the game he needs to either put up or shut up. What do you guys think? You think this is it? This is something that he has to show us. It's a Carolina team at home with the crowd.
Yeah, that's been terrible on the road this year. Look, I mean, the next 3 games, Luppy, if you can't get wins now, where are the wins coming from? And by the time they might come late in the year, who cares? There's no pressure at that point. They're meaningless. Like, show us something now. You just had a devastating loss in a game that you cost the team, Aaron Glenn, with your decision-making. Let's see how they play this week. Do they come out and play hard? Does the defense play well again? Do they rally around their head coach who's hearing it from all angles this week in the media and from the fans? Like, are they going to, play hard for him? Because they're not making the playoffs. They're going to play hard for him to get him his first win. Does that matter to these guys? Has he connected with them where that's important to them? Like,
right.
Let's see effort on Sunday, because we don't, I mean, what are we talking about here?
There's so many levels why we have to win now. Win now. If we're not going to win now, I don't want to win later. I don't want to freak everything up. You know that the entire players and everybody, he's going to lose everybody if we don't win early. This is something we need to do. Like I said, he's got to put up or shut up. He's got to show us something about why they picked him as a head coach. And it starts now. It starts this Sunday with us in the building.
I agree, Luppy. The Asmaniacs are going to be there. We can only look. We were there last year, Halloween night, and we saw a win. So I'm expecting that on Sunday.
I mean, if Fields sucks, be a head coach, change him. If somebody else sucks, be a head coach, change him. Do something, just show us something. Go for it on 4th down if we're on the 40-yard line. Know where you are. Have somebody help you. Do something. Show us you're a head coach and why you were there and why you were picked. That's what I want.
Amen. Amen. I love your passion, Luppy. You're bringing the energy.
Love you guys too. Chaos.
You're like the dream.
J-E-T-S. Yes. All right, let's go.
Dream, I hope you're doing well. Apparently, the Dream recommended the show to one of his friends who's a Giants fan who was tuned in the other day and wrote a nice comment after the fact. So shout out to the Dream for spreading the word on this program here. Gator checking in with an Asmaniac. Super Chase says Rodgers plus Devontae plus Glenn staying home. We are at least 3-3, maybe 4-2. What say you? RDS is real. If Glenn's the head coach with Rodgers, I think they're 2-4 right now. I think the problem would be Glenn being a bad coach. The blame would be put on Rodgers because you have people with Rodgers derangement syndrome wanting to still put it all on Rodgers. So I think the blame would be on Aaron. People would be giving Glenn a pass. Then we'd go into next year with Glenn getting to pick his quarterback and set us even further back. At least this year, we could clearly see it wasn't Rodgers. It was the fact that he was on a team that had terrible coaching and the kicking game and the defense falling apart. And then Rodgers, who's playing a little better than he was last year. The Jets, he's playing competently in Pittsburgh, goes to a real organization with a real coach, and his team is 4-1. Like, I think Rodgers not being here just highlights how bad the coaching still remains, because I don't think it'd be that much better with him. I think they'd still be under 500, Gator.
Yeah, I mean, we weren't very good last year with everything that's there, but I agree that we wouldn't be 0-6. like that. But I'm not going to say we'd be 4-2.
Yeah, I just think Glenn's that bad of a coach. I don't think we would. Hit the like button, comments, questions, super chats, cut the line. Let's get to more of your calls right now. This guy is always fired up to talk about his football team. Ladies and gentlemen, PBM.
Purple Belt Mike, he loves the Dark Knight. He's got a green pool and he jumps right in. Maybe someday he'll get a brown belt, but for now he's just that Purple Belt Mike. Purple Belt Mike, it might be purple, but he can still kick your dirty ass.
What up? Yeah, I'm tired of the Aaron Glenn truthers. People defending his decisions and what he's done.
1-16 and change the regime.
Yeah, you can't, no one can justify you mismanaging time and distance of a field goal. You can't say you thought a 62-yarder was a 65 or a 68 or whatever. Can't do it. Unacceptable. That is a fireable offense. Even though not benching Fields and all this other shit and whatever is all, fireable in my opinion. But I do think that he should get the season just to show how much he sucks. Because he hasn't made any decision. He hasn't gotten better in any area. He really hasn't. So I'm fed up with him. And we're forever rebuilding. And that's where I'm at.
But Sunday we're going to win with you in the building, Mike. You know that, right?
No, we're not. I might leave it in the third quarter. I think it's going to be, 23-3 or something like that by the third. And then I'm just going to be begging my wife to please, let's go. Can't take it anymore.
But you're going to be at the tailgate before the game, correct?
Yeah, I'll come. I'll stop by. I'll say what's up.
I'll stop by. Whoa. Who do you think you are? You better be there.
Well, my wife bought tickets for us, and there's 10 of us going, so we're doing a tailgate and whatever on our own. So I'll
bring them the tailgate show. We need to meet your wife as well, PBW.
Yeah. We'll come down, we'll say what's up, hang out for a little, and then I think we're gonna be in that same lot anyway. Pretty sure that's the lot that she likes to park in.
Yeah, come hang out with us, PBM. We're excited. Yeah.
I'm not excited.
Bring the bag on your head, all right?
I'm bringing the bag. I'm bringing you a bag. I'm gonna have a couple extra ones if anybody wants. Give them out.
Can't wait.
You know what I would buy? Maybe for the next game I go to, if you had a Jake Asman paper bag.
I looked into it. It was too hard to come up with a way to actually mass produce it.
Yeah. I mean, I can't, whatever. We'll see. This team has killed me. All my optimism, all my love of football. I watch teams. I'm like, why can't we do that? And then I'm thinking, Brees is going to get traded to the Chiefs and he's going to he's going to have a touchdown run that wins in the Super Bowl if that happens. We know that's going to happen. So I'm just, everything I look at now is negative. I can't even be positive. It's just, the pain never ends. When are we going to be the team that makes the jump? When are we going to be the Texans, the Patriots, the Commanders? When are we going to be the team, even the freaking Bears? When are we going to be the team that makes a jump instead of being stagnant or steps back? I haven't seen this team take a step forward. I don't even remember the last time. What was it? I don't even remember.
We thought 2022 when they started 6-3, it was the start of something.
True. I actually was very excited that year. That was the year we beat Aaron Rodgers and the Packers, right? That was
they had the 5-game winning streak. They were 6-3. Then they lost that brutal game to the Patriots where Zach threw the 3 picks. Mm-hmm. Bounced back right before or right after by beating the Bills into the bye week. They were 6-3. Then they lost, I think, the game out of the bye, right? And then they won again. And then, unfortunately, the Patriot game the second time happened. They had to bench Zach, went to Mike White, won that first game against the Bears I was at in the rain. We're 7-4, and then lost their last 6.
Yeah, that was also the same brutal game. That was the Detroit Lions game at home, right? In the rain. I think I was there.
Yep, the Lions game, and then they played the Jaguars on a Thursday night the week after, and that was the infamous he stinks game from the post game from my car.
Then after that, we played Seattle, and that was another brutal game, right? That was in Seattle.
Yeah, Mike White was back, but he was never healthy. You could see he was playing with the cracked ribs, and he stunk. And then they lost. Officially, were eliminated on New Year's Day that year.
The pain. I just want the pain to go away. I need the Jets narcotic. Just take the pain away. I need the pain gone. We can't keep doing this. They're killing us.
It never stops. It just keeps getting worse.
Yeah. I just need it to get better. We all deserve it to be better. We're suffering here. This is fan hell. The definition of fan hell. We are in fan hell.
I'll tell you what. The parking lot before the game will be fan heaven. We'll have a great time. I'll see you there, Mike.
I'll see you there.
Thank you, PBM. Jets Chaos, is it true that you dance like Aaron Glenn?
I can't do that dance if I tried, man. I'd fall flat on my back. That's my dance would be much similar to, you remember Seinfeld when Elaine was dancing?
Oh yeah.
That would be, I'm closer to that than I am to what Aaron Glenn was doing.
Hennessy says, watch Glenn turn it around on his next team. I mean, if he got fired, he'd probably get a DC job quickly. Like, I think he could do that.
I guess they all seem to land, except for Hackett. Hackett hasn't landed anywhere.
No, he might be done.
I think, yeah, he's pretty much with Adam Gase right now.
Ladies and gentlemen, tensions are high in the fan base. I think we all can agree on that. So let's go to a guy that can maybe calm us down just a bit. Maybe he could give us a chill pill. Gator says, I think Big Cho might need an intro.
Big Cho. Yeah, it's nice. I like my recliner. No, I just called to check in. Big Cho. I don't like all those wrinkles on my head. I don't have that many wrinkles. We're talking about Big Cho. My implants are coming in 3 months.
The Kardashian ones?
I put the jet gear on for you. Been running some errands early. Came home just chilling. Big Cho. Jake.
Big Cho.
What's up, my brother?
I'm living the dream show. How are you?
Just resting up. Just resting up for the trip.
You excited?
Yeah, I'm excited. I'm just hoping my nerve pain won't be real bad when I come.
You have lots of drugs to take before the game Sunday?
Yeah. I'll have a couple things to take.
Joe, I'm still in the process of selling your extra ticket. All right, I'm searching far and wide to get someone to buy it at face value that you paid.
Appreciate it. Yeah, because I'm not going to sell it for like half of what I paid, man. That's ridiculous. You know what I mean?
Well, you realize the team is 0-6. It's a little harder to find someone to want to spend the money.
I figured somebody would want to just come out, spend the money, and hang out with the Asmaniacs, but maybe I'm wrong.
But what's stopping someone from doing that at half the price on the secondary market?
That's on them, man. I'll eat the ticket. It's okay.
All right. What else is new, Big Joe?
Nothing much, man. I just finished packing yesterday. Got to do a little shopping for some of those small liquid things. You know, you can only take so many ounces. Shampoo and body wash and toothpaste.
Hey, Jeremy, what type of shampoo do you use?
Do that tomorrow.
I use any shampoo that's there, man. It doesn't really matter that much to me.
But I'm looking forward to coming up, meeting everybody.
And Big Joe, you're still willing to sign autographs and take pictures with fans, right?
If need be. I'm a humble guy, though, so I doubt anybody would want my autograph.
I disagree. I heard from several people that people bought tailgate tickets just to meet you.
I doubt that. I appreciate the love, though, but I doubt it.
Yeah, Joe, I needed this chill. Thank you so much. Damn. Joe,
So-
can't wait to meet you, Joe.
Looking forward to it.
We got to be chilling, right? You got to bring your recliner. Know what I'm saying? At least an 80s folding chair. Right? You got to chill.
Somebody's supposed to bring one for me.
Come on, Black Gypsy, chill. Chill time. Chill time. Come on. Let's go, BG. Chill. So, you're definitely going to be there, right, Joe?
Yes, sir.
All right. So you said you got an extra ticket?
I do.
All right. Why no one wants to go with you? I can't imagine that.
No, I think they just don't want to pay the money. I mean, first of all, we got the ticket at a discount anyway. According to Jake, he got the tickets at a discount. So you're already getting a discount from the get-go.
Right. So why did the person back out?
Oh, well, my guy couldn't come because he has high security in the government. He got called to go out of the country.
Didn't want to represent the Jets, I guess.
I guess if you get called out of the country for your job, that comes first.
I hear you. Black Gypsy, you going? I heard there's a
showing.
ticket available.
I'm showing in my best show.
Hey, Big Cho, I got an offer for you. Nate says he'll offer to you for $20 to buy it off you.
Who?
Nate, $20?
Negative.
Okay. Sorry, Nate. Nice try.
The bidding starts at 20.
Yeah, that's not going to happen.
Maybe you can scalp it outside.
So I hear 25. 25, anyone? 25.
25, 25, 25. We got 25, 25. Up to 25.
Anyway,
25.
Joe, what's the chances of us winning this Sunday?
I got a good feeling since all of us are going to be there that we're going to pull out the W.
I hear it too.
As long as he's smart enough to kick the damn field goal.
And Glenn needs to chill on the sidelines. That's what he needs to do. Not get overwhelmed. He needs to chill.
He needs to show.
Could you imagine how much fun the content would be if this team didn't suck?
It's so good. Like I don't know. I mean, I have an idea of who does a lot of this, I think. But you have a great team. You have great supporters. Like, because this stuff is just magic to me. It's great.
Oh, I'll give you magic. You ready? Ladies and gentlemen, stop what you're doing and get ready right now for a guy who is quickly ascending the Asmaniac power rankings.
If Mad Max ain't yapping about Jets, that boy, he's jamming. He's slamming, freaking dancing, wall smashing. I'm Jake Asman. If Mad Max ain't ever stopped yapping, that boy, he still be dancing. Then call Jake Asman. He got an orange wall.
What's up, guys? How you guys doing?
Mad Max. Hey, Mad Max. Thanks for joining the Patreon, by the way.
Sounds good. So let's talk about a couple points I have. So the Jets vs. Broncos game, another embarrassing game, Aaron Glenn making himself look like a fool, He was like, oh, my God, I'm going to commit to Justin Fields, even though he had like negative 10 passing yards. Like, Jake, negative 10 passing yards in the NFL is unacceptable. And so far, Aaron Glenn to me looks like a one-and-done coach. He's clueless. Like, why are you going to go for a 4th and 8? Like, Nick Falk can make a 61-yard game-winning field goal. And then talking about Fields, he got sacked 9 times in the game. He had negative 10 passing yards. And Glenn's like, oh, I'm not going to replace Justin Fields next week. Like, Jake, we would have won the game if we put Tyrod at any point in the game on Sunday. We would have won the game.
You don't think Fields played well, Max?
I don't think Fields played well. I think we should – I mean, hopefully Fields plays better against the Panthers. But if he plays bad versus the Panthers, we got to start Tyrod.
Now, if Justin Fields has his first drive of the game, first pass is an incomplete, you benching him?
I mean, if he's playing bad, if he's getting let's say if he goes 2 for 12, 2 for 15, and he plays bad, bench
2
him.
for 15. You think the Jets are going to have 15 pass attempts in the first
I don't
half?
know. I mean, I don't know without Garrett Wilson. Like, what's Fields going to do? Just sit back in the pocket for 10 seconds and get sacked? Like, bro, it's embarrassing. And then talking about if Aaron Glenn's a one and done, we got to get John Harbaugh. I mean, a lot of Jets fans are going to be crazy. Like, oh, why the Ravens going to fire John Harbaugh, bro? I'm following the Ravens, bro. I'm following the NFL right now. Ravens are not looking good right now. They're 1-5 with that. And granted, there are a lot of injuries, but a lot of Baltimore fans still like John Harbaugh. I'll take Harbaugh in 2 seconds. John Harbaugh. He's actually a good coach. He's won the Super Bowl. He's He goes to the playoffs like all the time. Like,
what about your dad? Would you bring him back?
What? What'd you say?
Would you bring your dad, Adam Gase, back?
No. I'm saying with John Harbaugh. And a lot of Jets fans are disagreeing because there are a lot of delusional Jets fans like a lot of delusional fans are like, oh my God, get rid of Aaron Rodgers. Like, bro, I was in for bringing Aaron Rodgers and Devontae Adams. Like, if we brought back Aaron Rodgers, we'd have more wins because at least he was a better quarterback than Fields. Like, all these delusional Jets fans, like, oh, he cost us the game. Like, no, he didn't. Our defense was terrible last year. Trust me, Jake. And then also, I remember, when Corley was drafted, everyone was like, oh my God, you're crazy. Like, because I was calling Corley right away at bad pick. Like, everyone's like, you're crazy. Like, he's going to be so good. I'm like, bro, I saw it right away from the draft. Like, because I wanted Brendan Rice in the draft. I was like, I mean, I'm probably proven right multiple times, but I just hope we win on Sunday, Jake.
Well, Mad Max, but now that we've covered the Jet angle, let's talk about your latest experiences in college. Any lovely ladies for you over the weekend?
No, none over the weekend, Jake. I was at home this weekend. I was a little bit under the weather, Jake.
You're a little under the weather. How are you feeling now?
I'm doing a lot better, Jake. Doing a lot better.
All right. Well, this weekend the weather's supposed to be nice. Any big plans?
Not really much. I'm just gonna watch the Panthers game. Let's hope we win.
Okay, that's Sunday at 1:00. What about a little Friday night action? What about a little Saturday?
Let's figure out the weekend. Maybe if you guys still have tickets, I might go to the Panthers game. I don't even know, Jake, because I know Big Cho is trying to talk about tickets. I'll pay you.
Do you want to buy Big Cho's ticket?
I'll buy Big Cho's ticket. How many tickets did you sell? Like only one or two?
Let me bring him on. I believe he has one ticket to sell. Big Cho, are you there? Big Cho.
I'm here.
Joe, Mad Max wants to buy your ticket.
$25. I'll pay you $25. Or is that too much? Is that too little for you?
That's a negative. I won't go under 100.
$100.
Won't go under 100.
I will not go under 100. No.
You might
Maybe I'll pay $101 to go for the ticket. Does that sound good? Or $105? Does that sound good, Big Show?
105?
Yes.
He's negotiating.
Yes,
wait, hold on a second. Why are you negotiating the opposite direction?
Oh man, I'm just negotiating with Big Show. I'll buy the ticket for you. I'll buy your ticket.
So, do we have a deal here or not? I'm very confused.
We have a deal. We have a deal.
What are you saying? 105?
105.
About $105.
Yes, sir. For one ticket for the Panthers game.
All right, Jake, that's good.
All right, $105 sold. Here's what I need you to do, Mad Max. I need you to Venmo me. All right, the 105, and I'll get it to Big Show, and I'll then send you the ticket. But you gotta get me your email as well. All right.
Sounds good, Jake.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, a deal has been made. Big Show has officially sold his ticket to Mad Max, and he will be going to the game Sunday for $105. One of the worst negotiations I've ever witnessed, but a deal did get done, Mr. Chaos. Your thoughts?
I haven't seen a negotiation like that since you have to watch it. I don't know if you even know the show. There was a show in the 70s called All in the Family where the Archie Bunker character yells at the people in the commercial that they're offering Edith money to do this commercial. And he says, I'm no sucker. We won't take $1 less than minimum.
That was something, man. I mean, what a negotiation. Mad Max's brother, James, has called in to respond. Hey, James.
Hey, Jake. How are you?
I'm good, James. What do you think of your brother's negotiation?
I take a little more of an optimistic side. I mean, how can you not be happy with how the Jets have performed this year, I mean, look at Justin Fields. He hands the ball off well. But I did want to ask about I'm kidding, of course, but I did want to ask about a statistic because that -10 net passing yards, right after the game, I looked it up. And I'm seeing people say it was the worst in the modern era, but I'm looking back all the way to 1967 as being the only time net passing yards has gone more negative than -10. Not sure if you've potentially looked into that at all, but I can't find anything below -10. The only comparable one is the Giants within this past decade, but that was -9 yards. Anyway, but 1967, if that's correct, I don't know. I feel like I shouldn't be surprised at this point. What do you think? As Jets fans, should we be surprised at this point of a stat like that?
I mean, look, every time we think it can't get worse, James, somehow it does. But I mean, that was in Jets history. That was the lowest net passing game ever. Think about how bad Jet history is with poor quarterback play.
I feel like we get the worst version of every player, right?
Great
Like
point.
you think of any player that we've had that played for other teams, we always get the worst version of that player.
It really is true. When was the last time the Jets brought in like a guy that is known for being on other teams came to the Jets and they actually like got a lot out of them? Like, do I have to go all the way back to like LaDainian Tomlinson in 2010?
Well, yeah. I went back further than you. I went to Curtis Martin. So yeah. So you're at least more recent than I am.
Like Jason Taylor actually was good for a year with the Jets. He was a nice rotational player at that stage of his career on that team. I mean, Thomas Jones, even before that, someone in the chat wrote, Jay wrote, no, it's bad.
Yeah,
it really is. Couple things here. One, I want to shout out QF. This is our guy, Matt L. QF. I don't know how or why YouTube did this, but they have the @ handles for people in the chat. There's no way on my end to change the setting. So can you change your name in your settings to Matt so I don't have to refer to you as QF4? Thank you for becoming a Patreon member, my friend, and I got you down on the raffle, and the weekly raffle for 10 because he signed up for the year. He says we need Sal Alosi on the sideline for some extra effort. Remember Sal Alosi, the coach that tried to trip the Dolphins player and got fired after the game in 2010?
Yeah, that's great.
That guy showed more fight than Aaron Glenn. He had more faith in his team than Aaron Glenn did.
What a history we have.
Burkinator says Mad Max has a better chance of participating in a menage a trois than the Jets winning this weekend. I don't know, man.
Spelling. That's the greatest spelling I've ever seen in my life for something.
Is that how it's spelled? I don't even
know. I
know.
have no idea. If it is, it's awesome. If that he spelled it right. If it's not, I love him for the way he phonetically sounded it out.
I'll tell you what, Mad Max, all right, they call him the Poon Machine in college. I have complete confidence in my guy Mad Max. I am hoping that I do get that Venmo from him though, so I could get the money over to Big Cho. Sold his ticket for $105. I mean, that's deal making right there.
Yeah, that was. I was like, gotta be 100. Okay, so 101. How about 105?
Unreal. All right. We'll do a couple more calls with Jerry here, then he'll leave, and I'll say on for the rest, ladies and gentlemen, stop what you're doing and smash your head into your camera.
I got my Iron UG. I hope you like my Jets take. You know they call me David T. It's not easy for me to see, but if you bring me full stream, you might like what I had to say. I'll need to get real damn close, cause my vision is dog shit.
Hi, guys. Great show as always. And it's funny, a couple of weeks ago, we got a new manager over at the restaurant. And I said to the guy, what's the new manager's name? And he said, Max. And I immediately thought, Mad Max on the Jake Asman show, because he's so funny and a good caller and everything.
Would you say he's mad?
He's not. No, he's not. The personalities are like day and night. I mean, he's a cool guy and everything, but I think.
What do you guys' opinion on me doing a backflip through this orange wall?
Yeah, our Mad Max is very unique. You know, we're lucky to have him. Oh man, what else was I gonna say? I hope Coach, comfortable travels and me opposed to the coach. I if I was going to the game, I wouldn't be able to even find the tailgate probably. So it's good that he's going. Coach is going to do some serious damage in March. I'll tell you, Jake. And then the other thing is, your guest had said about not wearing Jet stuff out anymore, but I always do. And today there was some, I had a doctor appointment, some nice older couple, and well dressed. They must have been close to 80ish. And the lady looked at me and she said, "Your Jets aren't doing so well, are they?" I said, "No, it's a disaster." And she said, "Well, we kind of know how you feel. We're Yankees fans." And so I just said to her, "Do you think they should let go of Aaron Boone?" And she said, "Oh yes." So they must be pretty.
Wait a second. You think this person thought the Yankees and the Jets are anywhere close? What are we talking about? The Yankees make the playoffs every year. The Jets haven't sniffed the playoffs since I was in high school.
Well, think of it this way, though, Jake. Maybe, because the Yankees have such a high standard
They do.
that,
And
that
this woman has no idea how we feel as Jet fans, and I never want to hear about this woman again, David T. Shame on her.
Okay. And you know what? And you're right, Jake. Nobody does. Everybody that approaches me are outside of our group, the Jake Asman Show family and Asmaniacs. Most times, depending on how they approach me, I don't even want to talk about the Jets because they really don't know. So you're absolutely correct.
Well, David
So
T., you're one of the greats, and I'll have some fireball at this tailgate on Sunday in your honor, all right?
Oh, that'd be great. Yeah, take a shot and say this one's for David T. That if he was up in New York, he wouldn't find the tailgate anyway.
I got my eye on you. Checkmate me, full screen bitch. Fireball, whiskey time, David motherfucking T.
Big Cho, you there? Big Cho?
I'm here.
How you doing?
I'm good. I'm just listening to the show and
All
looking
right.
looking at the comments.
All right, just wanted to check in.
JETS. Yes. All right, let's go.
I thought we check in on Big Cho, make sure he's doing well. Jets Chaos, thank you, sir, for coming on, and hopefully the Jets win a game soon. But I look forward to hobnobbing with you at the Matt O'Leary wedding next month.
I'm looking forward to it, and I will say, Jake, I'm going to regret saying this, but I really do think the Jets are going to win and beat Carolina.
There it is.
I really do. I really do.
There it is, baby. Yeah. Hey, I hope you're right. I'm tired of celebrating moral victories. I'd like a real victory. That'd be nice.
Take care, man.
Ladies and gentlemen, Jets Chaos. All right, a couple of announcements. I'm going to gift a membership coming up because right now we only have one membership that was gifted during the show. Bo C and Anthony gifted technically before the show started. We're giving away a Jets jersey at the end here. Quinnen Williams, Jermaine Johnson, Sauce, Garrett, Brees. If you want Fields, I don't know why you would. That's an option for you as well. So gift the channel membership for your chance to win, plus get entered in the weekly raffle for the 3 signed items, including the JJ signed jersey, Corbett signed football, and Joe Namath signed helmets. So since we're light on memberships, I will give some coming up. So be ready for that. As I'm saying that, the Lup Man just delivered a 5 spot of channel memberships, man. You know what that means. And we don't have an intro for this just yet, but I pitched this to Gator. I said, we need something for Luppy. He's a mailman. The Lup Man always delivers.
Justin's numbers are not good from this game. Is he going to be your quarterback next week, or would you consider?
Man, what kind of question is that?
Luppy's memberships went to Sunday Night Smoke Podcast, W. Charles, James Napoleon, Hirsch Parker, and Retire 80 already. I think that's Yeti. Yep, that's Yeti who got a membership there. I hate that YouTube messed up the chat with the usernames, but there we go. A couple super chats I missed. We're going to get to those right now. This one is from Team Curry, who says, I'm getting everyone to sign my paper bag. That's for the tailgate Sunday. Henny says, Jeremy, no eating on the stream till Fields throws a touchdown. Looks like Jeremy's never going to eat on a stream again then. Anthony says, I can't imagine getting my last chance to be a starter in the NFL and being afraid to throw the ball. It's insane. I mean, Fields just not being able to let it rip. How much of that is him being coached? Hey, man, take care of the ball. Don't throw it. Like that defensive coach mentality. And that's why if they're the worst team in the league, even if they're like the second worst team in the league, you got to think long and hard about Aaron Glenn getting a chance to develop this quarterback. You need an offensive coach on the number 1 pick in the draft. You do. A real offensive coach. JJ in the raffle for 2 with the super chat here. Jake, I can't root for losses till we're at 9. Hoping for a miracle turnaround starting this Sunday. What would be the script for this to happen? LOL sad, but I want to believe. Jet up. See y'all Sunday. what would be the script? I mean, they got to win. I don't know. The defense plays. Honestly, they're not going to win, 9 games this year, right? They're not going 9-8. But if they're going to, win some games, the defense has to play close to what it did on Sunday. That was the best performance by far. That's what I expected to see a lot this year. I thought they'd be a good defense. And they have to unlock Fields' upside. Let him run. He's got to stay healthy, and he's got to be able to make plays with his legs. And that's the highest ceiling for this offense possible. But the head coach is inept, in my opinion, right now, so I don't have faith in that. Wilkes had one good game. Let's see him do it again. There's just too many ifs, but there's your path. Defense plays great, forces turnovers. Special teams remains elite. I thought they had a great game Sunday against Denver. And Fields plays competently, plays closer to week 1 than every game since. Big fella says, this is to put Mad Max in the tailgate. Hey, big fella trying to raise money for Mad Max's tailgate ticket now. Love that, big fella. Well done. Mike Perez says, well, when Glenn stops wearing the vest, I hate it. I will say, when he wore that vest against the Bucks in Tampa, and I was there, it was 1,000 degrees. I'm like, what is this guy doing? In the video of him dancing, he's wearing a vest. What? Look how hot it must have been for him wearing this vest in 1,000-degree weather. How are you wearing a vest in long sleeves? What are we doing? I don't know how we did that. I don't get it. Halloween's coming up. Maybe Glenn should dress up as a real NFL coach for one of the games. That might help. Dun-dun-dun. Spencer Green has sent in a $10 super chat. He's in the raffle for 2. Breaking news, the Jets have traded Sauce Gardner to Hogwarts for 2 butter beers, 3 brooms, 1 Quidditch ball, and Beast Breaker. We won the trade. Ladies and gentlemen, to comment on this, I know what we all are thinking.
Pew, pew, pew. Abracadadoodle.
Beast, any truth to this? Beast? Turn your camera on, Beast. We hear you typing there. We know you're there. Beast? 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 Beast Breaker? Beast? Beast? I hear you typing, Beast. Beast. They're saying you're afraid, Beast. They're saying you're afraid. Beast, are you feeding the squirrels? Beast? Beast! Beast, you let me know when you're ready, buddy. I'm going to continue the show in the meantime. Let's say hello to Black Gypsy, who's next. Hey, Black Gypsy.
Yeah, Jay. So look what I got in the mail today.
All right, hold on, Black Gypsy. You hold that thing right there. I got to talk to Beast. Beast, how we doing?
Spasm.
What's spazzing?
Back.
Let me bring in my back guy. Gary, what do you think you should do?
He should probably lose some weight and he should probably get some exercise. Those 2 things would probably clear up 80% of whatever ails him.
Bastard.
He asked me a question. Stop talking. You'll have your turn. He asked me a question. I'm answering the question. Show some respect. I would go on a carnivore diet. I would take out all sugar. I would take out all carbs, and I would exercise. I would sweat for 30 minutes a day. That's what I would do. That would clear up 90% of what you have.
Good night.
You go ahead. No, that was my entire medical diagnosis for Beast.
Chicken with pasta is worse than peanut butter with sandwich.
All right, back to your calls right now. Black Gypsy's next. Hey, Black Gypsy.
Jay. So take care of first things first, man.
Hey, there it is. Let's go.
All right. Pure awesomeness. Now, get down to business.
Love it.
Beast needs to apologize. Like, you know what he did. Like, I'm not gonna say it because it might mess up your YouTube stream or whatever, but he needs to apologize.
Uh-oh.
Like, well, he made a racist statement that was not cool.
This
And
show he did it?
on this show.
I didn't know what he said, to be honest. Tell me off
Yeah,
air.
yeah. It's
I'll rewatch it.
We'll jump past it. For Carolina game, it's probably the best outlook game we've had so far. Defense played good. The offense played like shit. They're telling us the offense is going to play great now. So we could actually win a game. Maybe so. At this point, I don't really care because, like, at 0-6, like, you lost me. So whatever we do now is just like, cool beans, good job. Appreciate that. Like, I don't think we're going to fire Fields. Glenn. I think Glenn is going to be our coach no matter what. I think Woody's going to stick with him. And
Depends how bad it gets, Black Gypsy. If they go out there and they win 2 games, I don't know.
I think even if he won 0 games, Woody would keep him.
No way. If he goes 0-17, he can't keep his job.
I think Woody would keep him. Woody is that type of dude that would keep him.
0-17 is pretty tough. That never happened in the history of football.
Hey, we are the team that every other team comes to set records.
Right.
Whenever something needs to be done and you look in the background of a record being set, it is the Jets that's being the team that it's being done against. So I never put us in we wouldn't do that. It can't be that bad. We are the team that is that bad, and you couldn't believe it would happen. After us would be the Browns, or before us. I don't know how you want to put it, but this year we're an embarrassment.
Yeah,
like,
but
that's
0-17 is not like Adam Gase with a way worse team won 2 games.
I think we might win 2 games. Maybe Carolina, maybe the Bengals, maybe the Bills, like
Cleveland.
I don't trust anything with a good defense.
Denver. They almost beat Denver, though, right? Like the idea that they can't accidentally win a game they're not supposed to. Every team does. There's upsets every week in the NFL. The Jets should have a win right now.
I mean, our accidental win should have been last week because they gave us the game. And Denver isn't a powerful offense. They play underneath a lot that whole game. So, like, Carolina is a better offense than Denver is. Like right now, like their team is they're not bad. Like we shouldn't look. I was looking past Carolina when the season began, but I'm not looking past them now. I look at the Bengals. I think we should be able to beat the Bengals, depending on if we play the same type of defense we played last week with the offense that we've never seen before. Because like we haven't scored a touchdown in the first quarter in quite some time. So like there's no way to really judge this team other than saying that we're bad. Like for everything that we have on tape right now, we should lose. We shouldn't win any games.
Yeah, but
like, even if
they're not going to go winless. I will take that bet with you. They're not going to go winless.
$100.
Deal. 100. You think they're going to go 0-17?
I think we lose a fuckload of games. I think he's 1 game away from losing this team. I think he's 1 game away from losing the locker room.
But 0-17, dude, it's not going to happen. I'll take that bet right now. Here's what we'll do. I'll even give you odds on it, right? I'll give you $200. You give me 100. So
100.
You get odds
I'm
on
down. I'm down. I'm in for it. Like, think about it. Now, and I bet you, because I said in the beginning of the season that we were going to be 0-5, and you were like, no way. Right? Now, do you think we're going to be 0-8?
I think they could win one of these next 2. I don't think it's crazy.
It could, but it's feasible that we could lose these games. So that's why I'm like, I don't. Yeah, it's not that I.
But they're not going to lose every single game, though. There's still 11 games left.
Jake, we didn't think they would lose this many games in the beginning of the season. Like, there's new lows to be had that we're just not prepared for because it's been so bad.
It's the Jets. They'll win their accidental games late. I think they're going to win 2 of their last 3 games. I've been saying it for.
I hope we win at least 3 games, 2-3 games, but always a possibility.
In late December. At that point, I want to complete the tank. If we get to the last 3 games and they're 0-14 at that point, I want the 0-17. So there's no chance Glenn survives it.
So our bet is 0-17. All right, and do you want to double down and see if we go 0-8?
No, because 0-8 is possible. I just don't think that. No, it is. But 0-17, no way. I like my chances, even giving you those odds.
You like your odds because of Buffalo resting and Miami probably.
And history, man. They're going to win a game they're not supposed to. Every team in the league does.
Yeah, we've made new history all the time, but that's all I got.
I get it. Black Gypsy, thank you. And I look forward to my $100. I'll be buying myself a nice steak dinner with that one. What do we got here? Mark says, if Mad Max doesn't send the Venmo, I'll restart the bidding at 106. As of now, Mad Max has yet to pay me for Big Cho's ticket. So Mad Max, if you're still listening, you better move fast because Mark Yinchenko here has upped the offer to 106. Now, Big Cho agreed to 105, so we're going to honor that. But we need Mad Max to get a move in here on these payments. We do. All right, more of your calls right now. Justin is next. What's up, Justin?
Yo, Mr. Jake. Can you hear
How
me
we
good?
doing?
I'm all right, man. I mean, I got the 2022 draft hat because we're talking draft already, and we're here in what? Not even Halloween. So it's
amazing.
after 5 o'clock. So how are you?
I love it. Happy hour, baby.
All right, here's my thing. Justin Fields, we know, is not the answer. He'll be on the contract next year, so he's going to be back. But why are we playing him in the games where we know that Garrett's not going to be here? Now I hear Josh Reynolds isn't going to be here. Who's he throwing to? He's throwing to the guy from Pep Boys or whoever's going to come play this week. Like Kurt Warner said, get somebody from the grocery aisle that you knew from your job and put somebody in there. Maybe this guy can do it.
Yeah, I mean, he's going to be throwing to Arian Smith. He's going to be throwing to...
This is the guy. Let's put some Brady Cook in there. Let's see somebody who can possibly light a spark. Somebody who says, you know, Muji, let's see if you got somebody who drafted it can save this franchise because there ain't anybody else you drafted.
It's too early for Brady Cook. They're going to... Because you can't go to an undrafted rookie.
I know. I'm just being silly. I'm being silly.
But he'll play at some point, end of the year. It wouldn't surprise me.
I mean, Carolina, Jake, I don't know who's going to be there besides Carolina and the Jets and maybe 25 fans.
I'll be there. My only home game this year. I'll be there.
Okay, well, you should carry out the flag, go out there, and somebody's got to do it, man.
Look, I'll be there. We got 100 listeners that bought tickets that are going to be in section 129, bringing the passion for the 0-6 Jets.
I know. Listen, I'm a diehard. I'm tatted for life, man.
I know you are.
I'm a diehard, and I never want to root for a loss. I'll take my kids I took them to the Redskins or the Commanders game where we should have lost and got Jaden Daniels. I took them. We're making memories. I love taking them to even when they're supposed to tank, and as a fan, you want them to lose. I can't ever go to a game and root for a loss. It's experience. It's fun. But when I'm sitting home and, you know, a lot of the guys out there listening, they're ball knowers. At some point, you're like, when do we just take the first pick and just be done with it? Like, Aaron Glenn, tank, do what you got to do. I'm hoping you're here next year if you can develop this guy. But I don't know if he can.
Well, if they're that bad, Justin, that's kind of the whole point, right? If you're bad enough with a team that no one thought was going to be the worst team in the league, not even close, if it's that bad, you cannot under any circumstance allow this head coach to oversee the development of a rookie QB. Look what he's saying about Fields. He's gaslighting us into pretending like this wasn't like Fields has been pretty good this year and like acting like this was his only bad game. Like, come on, man. You haven't scored a first half touchdown since week 1. You haven't scored a touchdown in any game besides week 1 until you were down at least 14 points when you scored the touchdown. It's ridiculous.
Touchdowns. I want some positive yards. I mean, we're talking negative yards. Me and you both together, we threw more than him, with our left hands, and I'm righty. So he's not. I watched a lot of that all 22 that Kurt Warner was talking about, going back and forth with some of you guys. I think you were one of them, but I watched some of it myself, and I'm not going to argue with Kurt Warner. He's, legendary quarterback. But what I saw was a lot of, bad protection and a lot of holding on to the ball where there wasn't a lot of break in the receiver's routes, but there were some where he could at least throw it away instead of taking a 2-yard loss for a sack or scrambled that he's so good with his legs, get out of the pocket a little bit. You had the longest time in the NFL to throw the ball last week, and you didn't throw it. I don't care if you're incompletions, but everyone wants to hoopla about his interception rate. You're obviously not going to throw an interception if you're not throwing the ball. So I want to see them throw the ball. That's it.
He was terrible. And by the way, Kurt Warner also said in other tweets that Justin Fields is probably not a long-term answer at quarterback. And he said that he missed several throws that are automatics to Garrett Wilson. He talked about the 3 quick speed routes that he missed Garrett on. So his argument was basically like, yeah, I mean, other than these throws here, where else did he play terrible? And I'm like, other than that, Mrs. Lincoln, how was the play? Like those misplays to Garrett literally cost him the game and cost Garrett Wilson at least 2 games because that hospital ball on the last drive of the game got him hurt and he's out at least 2 weeks.
Exactly. So I'm feeling
Other than
the
that,
man.
everything's great though, man. You know, Jets football, we love it.
Well, it's week, 0-6. He's the most losses to start out a franchise, or start out as a new coach on our franchise. 0-5 was the deal. Now he's already sealed it by 2, so he's just going to keep breaking records. Hopefully he pulls something off. But will he get that game ball in the locker room for his first win? Will he get that Gatorade splash? Will he get that moment of being like, I was the 99 Jets. I was on that team. I was on the I was on these teams. But get your moment as a coach, because that's what you're here now to do. So
yeah, I mean, he will get that game ball and all that, but it's, to me and for a lot of fans, it's too little, too late. Like, you want to turn this around, like win a couple games in a row here. The games coming up are all winnable games. Like 3-6 sounds a lot better than 0-6. I'll tell you that much.
Yep, build the culture, right, Jake?
The only way you do that is win, Justin. All this nonsense about trying to lay the foundation and stuff he's preaching, like that all sounds good in the offseason, but if you don't win games, it's all hollow and it doesn't mean anything.
100%. But hey, listen, let me get going. I got to get some food in me, and my dog wants to go out. So I'll catch you later, man. Thanks for having me on. All you guys maniacs. It's not going to be a bed forever. That's what my dad told me 20 some odd years ago. So.
I love it. Justin, great call, man. Call back anytime. Also, how sweet was Justin's setup with the Corvette and Curtis Martin framed jerseys? That's awesome. All right, some super chats here, then right back to your calls. But first, Matt L. Jet fan. He changed the username, baby. Yeah. Matt, thank you, man. Not only for joining the Patreon today, but for another gifted membership. This one's from Mike Cherry. This is the type of stuff I deal with on Twitter. I'm glad to see I could expose it here on YouTube. Hey, Jake, stop, bro. We're going to be bad this year. Glenn's an asshole, but he needs time to fix things. Nah. Don't give me the Glenn's an asshole, but he needs time to fix things. No, Glenn's a phony. Glenn is a hypocrite, or Glenn is in over his head. That's what it looked like to me on Sunday, as far as him not having a clue what he's doing. He needs time to fix things. What has he done to earn more time? He conned Woody Johnson into getting this job so far. That's what I think. Why would I give him another year if they're the worst team in the NFL? Why would I give him the opportunity to ruin a quarterback? Go look at the last 4 number 1 picks. Who are their coaches? Are they still their coaches? I'm good. I'm not letting Glenn do it. I'm sorry. Some of you might. I don't care. I'm judging Aaron Glenn as the head coach, not as a great Jet 30 years ago. It doesn't matter. So he's got to show us something now. Don't give me we're going to be bad this year. That wasn't what the expectations were going into the year. We're now trying to move the goalpost conveniently because the team sucks. It's a joke. More of your calls right now. Stop what you're doing and point.
He's pointing. Garrett Box, point at you. Garrett Box, he point at you. Garrett Box, I'm pointing. I'm pointing. I'm pointing. I'm pointing. Garrett Box, point at you. I point.
What's up, Jake? I got a lot. First, I called a couple of weeks ago, and I was being serious when I asked who's going to get to 3 wins first, the Knicks or the Jets. It's obviously going to be the Knicks. I don't.
What did I say then? I said it was the Knicks.
Knicks, yeah. I just have like another question. Like, it's obviously going to be the Knicks. I don't think the Jets are winning 3. So, real question: who wins a game first, the Jets or the Nets? The Nets' schedule opens up tough after their first game, so it's probably going to be the Jets. But like, I'm not sure of that either. The Jets have Charlotte, and then they have a bunch of good teams. They have San Antonio, they have Toronto, they have Houston. They got
It's probably the Jets, right? They'll probably win 3 games if I had to bet on it.
No, just one. Who wins a game first?
The Jets or the Mets?
The Nets.
Oh, I thought you were talking about the Mets. I was like, are we counting like spring training games or like April? Yeah. It's probably the Nets, is it not?
The Nets are so bad though. Like I was talking about this. The Nets aren't going to have the worst record in basketball, even though
but there's a bye week for the Jets mixed in too. You got to factor in, right? Like the Jets have 3 games coming up where they all could win. They're probably not going to win all 3, and there's a bye week, so that gives the Nets at least 4 weeks starting next week when the season begins to win a game. I would take the Nets.
Okay, so the Nets open up at Charlotte. If they don't win that one, they got Cleveland, San Antonio, and Houston. Those are all losses for sure, and that puts us all the way to Halloween. Like it's close. It's close. If they don't, the Jets have the Nets have a chance if they win at Charlotte, which I'm going to. If they don't, I don't know. But I just don't know when the Jets are going to. Like, I think the Jets are going to win 2 this year. I just don't know when they're coming. They could be the next 2 games. I don't know.
Well, history shows you the last time the Jets started 0-7 or worse. This is the 3rd time they've done it in their history. They were 0-8 in 96. They were 0-13 in 2020. 96, they finished with 1 win. 2020, they finished with 2.
What was Sam Darnold's year? When they went 7-9. Didn't they start off really big? When they 0-5, that way they get 1.
They were 0-4, beat the Cowboys to go 1-4. They were 1-7 before they went 6-2 the rest of the way.
It was 1-7. I couldn't remember if it was okay. Yeah. All right. Couple of things. First, where does Mad Max go to school? I know he's in college, but where do we know where he goes to school?
Poon University.
I used to go to Hofstra. The girls there were easy. He would take care of business there. It was fish in a barrel. And did he not take business class there? Did they not teach him to negotiate? All I know is that what's his name?
Calm your freaky down.
I wouldn't sell a ticket for less than 100. So he goes, I'll give him 105. If there's a sticker on a car, the car says $47,000. So hey, I'll give you 50,000 for it. It's like, okay.
That was one of the great negotiating moments I've ever witnessed.
For 100. He just said that. I would have said, I'll give you 95 for it. Let's see how low he'll go.
Hey, Big Joe, you there?
Yeah, I went to Hofstra, Amanda. I went to Hofstra.
Big Joe, you there?
I'm here.
They're calling you.
Lucky.
They're saying in the chat, Big Joe, that you're ripping off a college kid. Have you given any thoughts on that?
No, see, because I didn't even know who he was because he's kind of new and I wasn't really paying attention. So it's not like I'm trying to take advantage of the guy. It's just all business. I didn't even know who he was.
Will you come down on your price from 105 to 104? We save Mad Max $1.
He's not even going to pay you.
Well, he hasn't paid yet, but it sounds like he's going to.
Well, he's going to pay 105 then.
All right, he's standing firm at 105.
Hey, Jake, now if he doesn't pay you, don't automatically start selling off my ticket. Come back to me. We may have another price.
All right. Well, we have an offer apparently for 106 from Mark Yachenko, who said if Mad Max doesn't send the Venmo, I'll restart the bidding at 106.
But like that's bad to go to. It should be I'll start the bidding at 105 because you already know that Big Joe agrees to 105. If Max doesn't pay to 105, I will give you the 105. Why you? I'm not like Joe. I want you to get the extra buck, but you see what I'm saying? Like you already know he's going to sell it at 105. So why are you going to 106?
The fact that anyone would pay anything for this ticket right now, Joe should be paying them to take the ticket.
That's an even better point. Do I see? I want to address Black Gypsy. Do I see the Jets beating Carolina? Probably not. Probably not at this point. They've won 3 out of 4, right? Like probably not.
But they're awful on the road so far.
All their wins are at home.
Yeah.
Okay.
0-3 on the road. They're an NFL.
They lost tight to Arizona. They lost real tight week 2. I want to say was that where was that?
Yeah,
it's week 2. They lost on like the last play of the game. I think
Arizona.
All right. I wanted to. So Jake, you're not going to remember this, but a couple of weeks ago, before the season started, I called in and said the Jets should look to sign Sam Ellinger as an emergency quarterback. Do you remember that?
I think so, yeah.
Okay. On that call, I also said that the Jets should sign Lil Jordan Humphrey. They played together 2018 and 2017. I said the Jets should sign Lil Jordan Humphrey. That's my dude. He's from the same high school that Quinn Ewers is from. He lives about 10 minutes from me.
Hey, you looked good last week. Give you credit.
He's 6'4", 6'5". He can jump. He just ran a 4.75. He ran a 4.75 in the combine. That kind of hurt his momentum there. That's real bad. Does Rattler lose to us Sweet 16? Probably not. I don't know. We're gonna get 2, right? Maybe one surprising. I don't know, man. Like the Saints have a worse roster than us. We should beat the Saints, but Aaron Glenn is the worst coach in football, and that's why like it's just time. You can't let him pick another quarterback. You can't let him screw this up anymore. What up, Joe?
What up?
I guess it's the show now.
I'm just chilling, listening to you, Gary.
Tyrod Taylor. If you want to go with Tyrod, like I'm with it. Like if you would have played Tyrod in the second half last week, you probably win the game. So I'm not against it. I'm just saying, like we already know what Tyrod is. Why not just play the Missouri Brady Cook? Why not just play the Missouri quarterback? Seriously, I'm not even joking. Like Tyrod Taylor is a backup quarterback. We know that. You're not asking him.
because you don't want to lose the locker room yet. You go to an undrafted rookie free agent in week 7. You lost the locker room. You make that
Fair
move.
enough.
It's not,
That's,
it's not about
that's,
winning.
that's a fair enough point, Jay. That's true.
He's trying to build a culture, right? You can't lose the locker room. You could do it in week 14.
He's going anyway. I mean, yeah.
It's too early, though. The players are busting their ass. You got to get some wins first before you can think about that at the end of the year. Nick Shine says, Gary's wrong. What a surprise. You start the new bidding at $55 since it's closer to the game and desperation is setting in. Well, Mad Max has...
He already got 105 for it.
Right. Mad Max has till tomorrow, let's say. Tomorrow by my set. He has 24 hours from when the show ends to Venmo me the 105 for Big Show. If he fails to do it, we'll restart the bidding on the second show tomorrow.
Amanda, would you like it if I started commenting on your looks? Would you like that? Would that be cool for me to do? Would if I sat there and started discussing your looks on a podcast that's listened to by 96% men? Would that be a cool thing to do?
The cornrows don't look good and aren't meant for white guys, says Amanda about Gary.
Okay, he's got your attention.
What else do we have here?
That's a compliment. A 6 is a good score. I don't understand how that's an insult. This is how delusional women are. She thinks a 6 is a bad score.
Yeah, you already called her a 6. That's a good point. Bino says, in the summer, it was, I'm Aaron Glenn. Bill is Bill. I coach my way. Last week, I talked to Bill this AM. This guy's a Fugazi in over his head. I don't have an issue with him calling Parcells and him saying that he wants to be his own coach. That's fine. I think the issue is he's 0-6. So stop telling us about the Lions. Stop telling us about talking to Tony Dungy and Jimmy Johnson. Like, just win games, dude. Win games. Don't be the reason why you're losing games, which he was on Sunday.
I'm running out of things. Oh, PBM. What up, Joe? PBM made a point earlier where like you watch other football games, like you watch this random Sunday night game, and like teams do things like, I don't know, put a 2-minute drill together and kick a field goal before the end of the half. Like, why can't we do that? And I remember going through this with like Zach Wilson. And it's like, we could never ever convert a 3rd and medium. Like, we can't throw a 7-yard slant on 3rd and 6 ever. And it's just like, why can't we do what everyone else seems to do routinely? It's really frustrating, isn't it, Joe?
Yeah, it's very frustrating, man. I don't know why they can do that.
Everyone else does it. There's 32 teams, 31 teams can do this thing, and then there's us that can't do the simplest test. And it's like year in, year out. It's like, why can't we just do these easy things? Like, ever convert a 3rd and medium? Ever. It's just like we can't ever do it. Execute a 2-minute drill. Execute a 2-minute drill. Why can't we get a stop? It's the 4th quarter. It's 2 minutes left. We can't score or get a stop ever. We just can't do these things. Everyone else does it on a regular basis. Yeah, well, that's a good point, David Aaron. No one else wins that one-on-ones. Yeah, that's a fair point. It's fair.
Ladies and gentlemen, sports fans of all ages, welcome to the event of the year, the moment you've all been waiting for. This is the Asmaniac Rumble.
Oh, no way. We can't see you. That would have been all-time great.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Amanda, if you're going to call in the Rumble with Gary, can you have internet that doesn't suck?
That would have been all. Maybe she's on her phone, right? That looked like a cell phone. Maybe she's driving or something. I don't know.
We got her.
Oh, look at this.
Hi, Gary.
Look at this. Look at it. You got a whole little New York City vibe here. Look at that. Look at that going on. I love it. What's up?
Not much. It was a good run the past couple of weeks without you calling in. Yeah.
I called in. You know you missed it. I would miss it too. Someone's got to bring the entertainment. But look at you. Look at you. You look good. How's everything going? Here you got. What's your Starbucks order?
None of your business. But you know, all's good.
Is that polite?
I'm excited to meet Jake in person on Sunday.
I'm not going to be there. I'm not going to be there on Sunday.
Thank God.
Yeah, I'm in Texas. I'm not going to be there on Sunday.
I know. I'm excited about that. Stay there.
Oh, okay.
I have no interest in meeting you, Gary.
What is it? So just like I want nothing but the best for you, really. I mean that. I want you to be happy. I want you to get everything you want in life. What is in general? What is your dislike?
I want nothing for the best for me too, Gary. I just don't like that you're sexist, and I'm concerned for your wife's safety. I feel like she's in a cage, and I just want to make sure she's okay.
She's very happy. She's an adult and she consents to all of her decisions. So you don't need to worry about her. Where's your husband, Amanda?
He's somewhere out there.
Out there. You know what they call in Japan? You know what they call a woman older than 25 who's not married? You know what they call that?
A waste? I don't know.
Leftover Christmas cake, because nothing's good after the 25th.
Ooh.
That's what they call it.
Good thing I don't live in Japan.
Have you been to Japan? It's a hell of a country. It's a hell of a country. Have you been there?
Not yet. Not yet.
You should go sometime. It's a hell of a country.
Yeah.
Seriously, what did I say?
What's funny?
Yeah.
That women don't have the right. That women shouldn't have the right to vote.
They shouldn't. They shouldn't. Why is that sexist? I don't think children should either. I don't think low IQ people should. I don't think morbidly obese people should.
Then we should revoke your voting rights then, if we're taking out the low IQ people.
We could have an IQ contest whenever you want. If you get within one standard deviation of me, I'll write a check to your favorite charity. We can do that if you want.
Bring it on. Bring it on. What's your IQ?
Bring it on. Okay, 132. We can do it. That's fine.
Wait, mine's 140. That's so awkward.
Okay, well we can lay that out. We can see that. Then you'll get a check to your charity. If you're 140 IQ, then you just give your charity a great. What else? Is that it? Is that the only thing?
Yeah. You have cornrows and you're white. That's called cultural appropriation.
So what? What does that mean?
I think you're lying about your IQ is what that means.
Okay. So what is that? So if you see an Asian person with blonde hair or a Hispanic person with blonde hair or a black woman who straightens her hair, would you say the same thing? Just a yes or a no.
Why were all the examples that you gave women?
With just a yes or a no. You can just answer the question.
I'm going to give you no answer because it sounds like
exactly, right? Because you don't actually believe what you're saying, for sure. You don't actually believe what you're saying. But that's why women shouldn't vote, right? Because you don't stand on principle.
No, I do. I think cornrows on a white guy is wrong.
Why is it wrong? Why can't I braid my hair? What is wrong with that?
It's Big Cho. Thank God. Hi, Big Cho.
What's up, Amanda? How you doing? You looking fine.
Gary, what did you study in college?
I was economics major. What did you study? What do you study? What did you study in college?
Uh-oh, I can't hear anything now.
Oh, look who it is. Oh, that sucked.
Who's hosting the show?
We are mama way. So I don't really have to do anything. You just throw people up on the screen and let the Asmaniacs do the rest. Great rumble there. Well done, Gary and Amanda, who will be at our tailgate Sunday. Aunt Banks super chatted. She's not wrong. Take the L, Gary. Nick Shine says, we need in-season content, Jake. Can we set up a different 4.5%er each week to challenge Gary in an IQ contest? I like it. We might have it. Man, what a show. You see Benedict Gorman's on the line. Should I go to him right now or should I make him wait a little bit? I'm going to make him wait a little bit. Let's go to Cash Money Mike. He's next in line. Hello, Cash Money Mike.
Can you hear me? Can you hear me good?
We hear you.
All right. I'm back. All right. So I'm gonna make it quick. All right. I think with the Jets not having any receivers this week, I think the Jets should go to an old school format and pull an old Tom Brady two tight end scheme, right? You got two competent tight ends. You have one wide receiver, and you have a competent running back, and run that two tight end offense all day, and then make sure it is fast paced going forward. I think that's the best route of going about it because they have no other receivers. At least they have two competent tight ends and play them full time the whole game. That's my spiel in regards to the game plan. I think the Jets should run because anything else besides that, I think the Jets are going to be dominated on the defensive side against their offense. That's my take. What do you think about that, Jake? And
look, I think it's all fair, Mike. I would like to see a guy maybe like Stone Smart be used as like a big slot this week. You'll get, if you're talking about tight ends, like get him involved a little bit in this. I mean, it's going to be tough. There's no doubt. I mean, if Josh Reynolds doesn't play, not that he's great, but he at least has played in the league for a while. I don't know, man. They're in some trouble here. Like it's not good. They got to be creative. They got to have like almost like the Navy offense, like a lot of Fields design runs and triple options and big Brees game. Get them involved in the screens. They didn't throw one screen last week. Brees didn't have one target. Like it's a joke, man. They're so poorly coached. I have very little faith in them executing this, but we'll see.
Yeah, no, I totally agree, Jake, and you were spot on 100%. Once we knew we were going to lose Garrett Wilson, what the heck we're going to do next? And look what we're going to do now. The next two games we're going to have without Garrett Wilson. And even if he does play the second game at 50 or 67%, that's still not really having him there, right? So ultimately, what are we going to do by passing the ball? And you're 100% right. We probably should run a Navy offense and just run the ball 50 times, 60 times a game. So I'll leave it at that. Great show, Jake. I love the and by the way, the last caller with Gary, dude, that was hilarious. And how you brought in Gorman on that one. Oh my God, I almost fell off my chair. So keep it going. I'm gonna keep watching. And I'm enjoying my dinner while I'm enjoying your show. So have fun on Sunday. I'm sure I'll call again, but I want to give you my piece. I got salmon and sweet potato fries. So my wife hooked me up. I don't know if you can see it here. Let's see. Maybe let's see here.
The green screen makes it hard. We'll see what we can do here. We kind of see it. All right. Fantastic.
So it's a little sweet potato. With the best part, it is salmon with sweet potato fries and maple syrup.
Hell yeah. Cash Money Mike, enjoy.
All right, guys, have a good one.
What is this? Who is this guy? Bad freaking Bunny. What is that?
All right, the show continues. Reminder, we only got 7 people that gifted a membership during the show. I'm going to gift one right now, get some people in our weekly and our raffle coming up at the end of the show today to win a Jets jersey of your choosing. Ladies and gentlemen, one membership is being gifted in 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Bang! Hit it, AG.
Justin's numbers are not good from this game. Is he going to be your quarterback next week, or would you consider?
Come on, man. What kind of question is that?
A damn good question, Aaron Glenn. Bevan Versfeld is the person who got the membership from me, so he is in the raffle for 1. All right, more of your calls right now. Ladies and gentlemen, for the first time since he announced he was leaving the Jets, first let me set the stage so you guys know the backstory. If you missed it, this is why everyone's been referring to him as Benedict Gorman.
My fellow New York Jets fans, it is about time I come and tell you, consider the fact that the New York Jets continue to give us the same abominable product year in and year out. I'm officially boycotting this fucking franchise. I have chosen to adopt the Indianapolis Colts as my team this year because they're playing very good football. They're listening to their coach. They're not making stupid decisions. There are certain fans of mine that are call me a traitor, but guess what? I don't care. I'm a grown-ass man. For anyone, including my friend Jake Asman, tough titties. Anyways, hope you guys have a great day, and I'll see you guys next time.
Strong words from Benedict Gorman. Strong words. Ladies and gentlemen, let's hear from the man himself.
You'll never get my chicken soup recipe. I'm not saying that Lowski takes steroids. Give me some of it. Hey, child! Who is that lovely lady? Sing it this way, child!
I don't deserve that. You guys. I really don't. You're right, I don't deserve to be on the show. I don't deserve to be among you. I don't deserve anything other than to suffer.
Why did you call in, Charles? What do you have to say for yourself?
Some friends persuaded me to call on here.
Why are you half asleep?
I'm not really half asleep. I'm just disgusted with myself at this point.
For quitting the Jet fans and the Asmaniacs?
For going about it the wrong way, yes.
Well, this is a very forgiving community, Charles. I'm sure if you apologize to the community. I think so, Charles. This community, don't forget, raised $800 for you in 24 hours when you were catfished.
To be honest with you, Jake, I don't deserve you guys.
Now, Charles, have you thought about maybe projecting your voice a little bit louder?
I think this is good for now.
Hey, Nick Shine says, take your damn medication before I call your mother.
I took my damn medication today.
Nate says, fake ass crying, phony bullshit. It's just bullshit, Charles?
I really don't.
Dave Briggett says, get a job. Did the Colts fan base not accept you? Is that why you're back?
No comment.
Any truth to the rumor you fell off your horse? You know, it's tough to do a talk show when the person you're talking to doesn't talk.
I'm sorry for the way I went about things. I don't deserve you, Nick Shine, Addison, or anybody. Good day.
Charles, and he's gone. A very somber Gorman addressing the Colt fandom that he wanted to enter in. Ladies and gentlemen, who knows when we hear from Charles again? I can promise you one thing. The next time he calls in, there's a good chance he might do this.
Excuse me.
Or this.
Oh.
What a sequence. What a turn of events. Anthony Logerato has just gifted 5 channel memberships. Hey now, let's go. He's in for 5. He has a chance to win some great prizes like V-Man did that one time.
I want to make sure we protect the prize that B-Man won. Look at this thing. And he's wearing the Brits jersey. You kidding me? Come on, B-Man. Help him out a little bit. Best we can do with B-Man.
Captain Puerto Rico, away.
Anthony with another 5 memberships in the Asmaniac raffle. He's got 10 this show. Hey now. The Human Fund has gifted a membership. Human Fund, thank you. Bang! Bang! Human Fund is in for 1. All right, home stretch to the show here. Human Fund says, if I win, give Gorman a Fields jersey. That's great. JD says, I guess the Colts didn't welcome him in with open arms. Man, Oscar says that Gorman's tried guilt tripping us. People are saying that was fake guilt from Gorman. Man, the chat is very split on Gorman. Unbelievable. Let's get Philly Noodle's thoughts on everything. Hello, Philly.
Hey, you can't. Gorman can't do that. You can't. I'm gonna be a Colts fan. You could take a take about a player on a team, but you can't say I'm just going to become a Colts fan and adopt them. Like, what the hell is that? Okay, so he should have had 15 past year adoptions for each year we haven't made the playoffs, bro. Like, we could all do that. That's sick. And I'm going to light up everybody's bingo cards. Let's go back to Black Gypsy. Listen, buddy, I called 1-8. The Browns loss is, the Browns is going to be the win. It's facing a rookie quarterback. Now we're missing Garrett Wilson. God knows what the spread is at Vegas for this week. Like, it's got to be brutal.
It's only 1.5 right now.
Yeah, well, I don't know what they're thinking.
Jets opened as a favorite initially, so because Vegas also plays the it's up to 2.5 now. I just updated FanDuel's odds here, so
yeah, it'll keep going when we see if Reynolds is not playing. But I mean, and then Gary, how did he not take the opportunity to say extraordinary at least once?
Oh, hold on,
like, he had to do it once the call, bro.
I looked at the wrong thing. I looked at next week's look ahead line. It is still 1.5 Jets as underdogs.
What was I going to say? I was going to bring up, obviously, I think we're going to see a Brees showcase. If you're a capitalist, like you are a big capital fish, they need to highlight him for the next couple of weeks here and make him look good. You got to fatten up the pig. You got to stuff the turkey. You got to let him get these stats up. See if you can jump him from a 4th to a 3rd or whatever 5th they've been talking about to a 4th. It's got to happen. So free 20. I think he's going to be freed. Like, who else? Mason Taylor would have to have the massive career game ever as a rookie. He'd have to have some Gronkowski numbers to win this week, which is not going to happen. I mean, if they win, then I'll shut up. I guess I was wrong. But one other thing I saw on circulating everywhere, the picture of Glenn, Dan Campbell, Shanahan, and the Browns head coach. I always forget his last name. I don't like the fact that everyone's like, well, yeah, they all went 0 whatever. Those are 3 offensive-minded coaches. When have in the 6 games we had Glenn out there on the sidelines, when have we seen him with a call sheet? Anyone notice that? It's because he's not an offensive-minded dude. We did what we always do, and we're biting the bullet again. What he did, what he does. And the fact that he had the 33rd team tell him, yeah, go defensive-minded again, is kind of like, it's really weird, actually. I don't, it kind of, where they just cash in their check on the situation. But to me, it's like, you can't say Dan Campbell's situation was the same as Shanahan's. Those are offensive-minded coaches. He's trying to do a Parcells movement because he was a Jet under Parcells. Well, that was a whole other era. It's totally different. I just don't. And 3 wins is a miracle this season. 2 wins, I guess, keeps them afloat until they give them, enough games until they would pull it if they had to. And the weirder part is, we're in the worst juxtaposition. Jake, I know you know this. If you sell, you give up, the team members hate you. You don't do any movement. You set the team back. You came here for culture change, so you shouldn't care, but then you gotta care. Like, this is the worst scenario that could have happened. Is happening. It's playing out, and I don't know. It's a lot of doom and gloom. I want to be optimistic. I mean, but yeah, Browns 1-8 is going to be the Browns' first win after bye. I want to pencil it in. Still, it sucks.
Philly Noodles. Look, maybe you're right. Maybe you're wrong. One thing is for sure. The takes on this show will not stop. You understand?
No. We're taking all takes. We're calling takes.
All right, home stretch here. Last chance to get in the Asmaniac raffle. Got a couple super chats first. This one is from Spencer. It says, Philly, you talk Vegas. You failed to mention under 2.5 wins right now is plus 300. Yeah, so the betting odds still favor the Jets to win at least 3 games then based on that. Bat Fella says, Flatulator, you're lucky I can't find my mask. Criminality will not go unpunished. How dare you turn your back on the Jets? My retirement is over. The Bat Fella coming after Gorman. And then this one's from Spencer Green. He gets in the raffle and he writes in, at least Gorman apologizes. Beast is having pain because I caused it. I took the alliance over. The chat sees it. Beast can't run from it. I'm headed for the global studio now. Beast, Apologize now. Ladies and gentlemen, it's on.
Breaker 666, he's the man who only has 2 fucking speeds. Mindless shouting and weak ass pussy.
Spencer Green, you want this right upside your head? I can do it Jeff Jarrett style, boy. Don't piss me off, as I'll break your head off and I'll kick it right into the Atlantic. You want a piece? Come on and get it, pussy.
Whoa.
And your little rendition of Gorman apologizing. You know what? He kisses more ass than you'll ever do. Me, I don't. I play hard and I play tough. Unlike you, you little jackass. You couldn't even lace my boots, nor you could even fit to wipe my ass. You can take it to the goddamn bank. Every dollar, every cent. It doesn't matter if it's penny, nickel, dime, or quarter, or even them bicentennial little things. Joy off. You're nobody anyway. You're just a little boy with your little basement bunker warrior crap. And we're gonna win Sunday. You can doubt that. I'm hearing a lot of good numbers. I like a look positively.
What are the numbers you like?
1.5. We'll be okay. Be all right. Sir, we're gonna be down a man. Is that gonna be fine? We're gonna be fine. We just gotta learn to act like a team. Start functioning as a team, start communicating as a team, and start actually acting like we want to win one. Instead of this bullshit of, we're only losing by 2 or 3. Bullshit, man. Cut the crap with me. Quit pissing on my leg and then act like it's raining, because it ain't. You want to win games? Pay your bills, get off your ass and do it. We're not going to pay your bills for you. You got to do it yourself. You want to win games? Pay your bills and pay them up front. Every single dollar, every single price.
Hey, B.
That's
Spencer says, read Spencer's comment. Is this true?
Yeah, I can wipe my ass. It's just I have problems. Unlike that loser who sits in his basement, probably little basement bunker warrior. Yeah, no, he's another nobody. He's a nothing, a nobody. He's a nothing but a... And I'm not the farting addict master. I am the fucking global enforcer, the most dangerous weapon on planet Earth today. And why? I'm smarter. I'm faster. I assembled a team. How you think I got this team? It takes brains. It takes balls. And I got the best guys to work with. So just remember these words. What you see is what you get. Take it to the bank. And I'm going to change this name right now because this doesn't work anymore. Sorry, playtime is over. Y'all better get it together. And Glenn, you got a couple more days to give me a call, because I'm not gonna wait for your sorry ass. It's called you're gonna do your job. Because if you can't pay your bills, then get the hell out of my face. Get out of my face. You don't want to pay your bills. You don't want to do anything else. Then
Can you pay your bills?
Yeah, we're not paying your bills.
No, can you pay your bills?
I'll pay. I can pay my own bills. I do it on my own, like a man. At least I got testicles enough to do it. How do you think I do it? Simple. It ain't that hard. It ain't that goddamn hard. I'm gonna tell you something. I'm smarter than Gorman. I'm faster than Gorman. I'm 10 times sexier than Gorman. And you can bet your sorry ass. Let me just tell you something. I may sweep the streets up. I may throw tons and tons of trash out. When it comes to getting down dirty, I am the man who's done it all.
Hey, Beast, is this a real photo of you feeding your squirrels?
I'm sorry, that doesn't work that way. I feed them from the inside of the studios because it's nice that way. Because then you don't scare them away that way. As a matter of fact, there was a hawk today that was trying to get rid of them. What did I do to that hawk? Don't get the hell out of here. I hate hawks. Hawks like to feed on things like pigeons and squirrels. It's like, get out of here, moron. And I'm gonna say this one more time. Work as a team. Get it together. Act like a team. Start playing like a fucking team and start learning to actually win one for once in your lives. Or I got 300 guys that'll come down there with me and we'll show you how we'll do it. I don't care if we're 200, 300, 400 pounds. I don't give a rat's ass anymore. It's playtime is over. So either you shape up or you ship out. Make up your mind and make the choice. The choice
Roseanne says she saw beast feeding squirrels some fresh sliced boar's head.
No. This is fake. I'm not going to believe the goddamn chat at all. I'm going to throw you hard-hitting curveballs like you ain't seen nothing of yet. Just because the Cubs are going to the World Series. Who cares? Does baseball impress me? No. What impresses me is this goddamn team needs to win, and start acting like a goddamn team.
Hey, your therapist
Start
is on the
acting
line.
He's home, his belly is on the bed. That's what feels good. On the road, his belly's on the bed. In a dirty hotel room. He calls the show, his belly's on the bed. He's just more comfortable. He got a beard, loves the jets, super jets. He's a big fella, sleeps alone. There's no room on his bed. That's a big fella.
Hey, buddy. Listen, you have to apologize, or I'm out of the alliance, bro. Apologize for what for what you said. Focus on what I'm saying.
Look, I'm crazy. Look, I'm about to have an aneurysm soon.
It's fine. I get it.
Something that some people go nuts.
I'm telling you.
I'm a little crazy right now because I'm going through a lot of crazy times right now.
Focus. Calm down. Calm down. And say you're sorry.
I've had just enough of the yelling, screaming, and I have put my career at risk every single day. I hate this team. The way they're acting like children. They can't win games. They can't do shit right. You know what?
This has nothing to do with the team.
If I'm even lucky, I'm not hanging myself in the toilet yet. I'm not even going to hang myself.
Hey, say you're sorry and let's move on.
Look, I'm sorry I said a few things that didn't mean it, but it's just when I get into a temper, when I get my temper in fucking full mode, I freaking lose my mind and I've gone crazier. Because why? I'm sick of this team losing. I'm sick of this team looking like shit. I'm sick of this team looking like a bunch of girls. Nobody gives a shit.
You ever see the movie The Crow? You ever see the movie The Crow?
I have it in my department.
Okay. Listen, it can't rain all the time, brother. We're gonna win. And we're winning on Sunday. And that's it. So calm down. We need you to be the global bastard beast. All right.
I'm a crazy son of a bitch.
We don't need crazy. We need the leader. All right. That's it. And remember what I said yesterday. No crying on this fucking team.
I can't take that. No, for almost a long time. Let me just say this one time. When my daughter was born, I was still loving this goddamn team when she was born, and I'm trying to love it even harder. But now it's even harder because
why? Force
what
that.
What do we have here?
Force that. You can't force.
We can't even get his team together. Clemens he can't do anything. Sure, half our guys are banged up. Okay, that's fine. But I've said from the get-go, why don't we get this team a freaking tub?
Jake, I need more pay for this, bro.
Get this team a tub. Get them an ice tub. Nobody gives a shit. Let them soak in the damn thing.
Okay.
So what? I don't care if it's $10,000. An ice tub is actually perfect. And you can take that shit out and shove it back. I don't want nothing to do with it. Whoever this loser whoever made this shit, I swear to God, I'm lucky I'm not going to do a Jeff Jarrett and just go, come here, slap nuts. I got something waiting for you.
All right. Take it easy. All right.
I'm lucky I don't even drink a beer anymore.
I hear you.
I'm glad I don't even drink any beer anymore because I can't even afford it no more. Even whiskey. Back in the high school, colleges, I used to love that stuff.
That was a long time ago, though.
I used to like Canadian LCD whiskey. I was the whiskey guy.
Hello, Gator.
Love whiskey. Love tequila. Hey, I'll tell you something. I used to do iced tea and tequila, and I love that shit. That shit was my love, my passion. But now I can't do that anymore. Let's do to this.
I should have stayed in the dark ages and stayed off Discord.
Beast is the only one that I know, only Jets fan that I know that can be more upset than any Jets fan not watching a single snap other than what he sees on Jake's show.
Yeah. I hear you.
I have that Jets DVD that I watched a couple days ago, and it hit a soft spot in my life. And I'll tell you something. All them years watching these guys go through hell. Sure, some of you guys, but watched some of them before I was even born. Like the Richard Todds, the Ken O'Briens, the Neil O'Donnells, the Boomer Sciences, the Jeff Blakes. Sure,
Nobody
those
gives
guys
a
were
shit.
okay. Those guys were okay, but when Vinny Testaverde came in, I was like, okay, I knew who Vintage Vinny was because he played for Tampa.
Hey, Beast, shut up.
Would you silence, or should I do one of these?
Listen, man. Listen.
Hey,
shut up
Gator
for a
told you
second.
to
Shut up
stop.
for a second. My God, you never shut up. You've got 2 speeds. I did a new intro for you today. You literally have 2 speeds, shouting and pussy. Shouting is most of the time, and then you have these meltdowns and you become a big man pussy because you need to find something in the middle.
Hey, if
Okay?
I want pussy, I'll get it the
No,
old-fashioned
I'm
way,
not
my
talking
man.
about that. I'm not talking about
thank
that kind of. I'm not talking about that kind. I'm talking about the kind that just makes you weak. So you're either very strong or very weak. You need to find something in the middle. Okay? Either too hot or you're too damn cold.
That's right.
And until you figure that out, you're going to continue to have heart issues and brain issues and constipation and all that other stuff. You need to
change
figure
your
it
diet.
out, man.
We want you around. You need to change your diet up. You hear us?
You should never, ever get this upset over the Jets. You're a 41-year-old man. Never get this upset over a sports team, okay?
Yeah.
You should know by now. Be a man, be professional. Just say, maybe it'll win next time and move on. You probably got more important things going on in your life, right? Your daughter, your bowel movements, all those things.
I hear about them constantly. Okay.
So the Jets
Bimbo
should...
me, bimbo boom bop, bimbo bop, bimbo bop, bimbo me, bimbo boom bop.
The Jets shouldn't be on your list of top 10.
Yeah. You know what we need right now? We need little Joey. That's what we need. Go get him. Just go get him. Go get him.
Yeah, little Joey keeps them in the middle.
That's right.
Instead of being too hot, too cold. Man.
I know.
I mean, it's entertaining to hear these meltdowns, but the poor guy's his heart's gonna explode.
I know.
Here comes Superman.
Now he's...
Here comes the new Superman.
Yeah, there he is.
The new Superman. You know why we call him Superman? Watch this. Hey, Superman. What's up, Superman? Hi, yeah. Meet your fighting partner in crime. You know who his fighting partner is? Batman.
There we go.
Batman. You know who I'm talking. Batman.
All right, Jake. My job is done, man. Thank you for letting me calm him down.
Okay, I see the dog. Okay, am I gonna meet this dog of yours?
Yeah, if you ever come out of your attic, you dumbass.
Yeah. Hey, I might be a dumbass, but I don't stick a cactus up my ass. Pew pew pew. Abracadoodle.
All right, you feel better now?
Fella, where you going under that? What are you going under that slide for? That's only for the kids. Kids like that slide.
You see, the animals calm you down. They bring your heart rate down. That's what they're good for. That's why I got this one. Goosey. Say hello, Goose. Say hello to little Joey, Goose. Come on. Come here, buddy.
Oh, you'll be dead.
He's got a nice big turd in this bag right here.
Oh, I didn't want to see that. Oh. I just had chicken. Chicken.
What a season we're having. This is the earliest we've ever had to do this. Well done by Big Fella and Gator there. And Goose. Well done. Spencer Green still going at it with Beast. The super chats for coming in. Also, this one from Matt. Does Beast Mom knows he talks like that? I can't answer that, Matt, but I can put you in the raffle for another 2. Spencer Green also, he says, here's a GoFundMe starting now, Beast Treadmill. And Spencer Green also wrote in the words of Goldberg, Joey, you're next. All right, home stretch of the show. We're already over 2 hours. Wow. I'm going to do a couple more. And by a couple, actually, one more. And then we'll wrap the show. Ladies and gentlemen, today's closer is one of the all-time greats. Once this call ends, it's raffle time. So be ready. Someone's going to win a Jets jersey. Last chance to enter is officially right now. When we switch over so I can pull his intro. All right, it's time.
You can tell that the season is really spiraling from the content of the show. It's pretty obvious.
What gave it away?
You know, it could. I don't even know what Beast is on about and what he's upset about today. But I thought that Spencer Green was the biggest Beast fan in the world, and about 2 weeks ago, he kind of something snapped, and he kind of turned on him. Did kind of a heel turn. It was pretty interesting.
Yeah, it's very similar to what Hulk Hogan did with NWO.
Right. So, Beast feels that deep inside.
Or is it NWA? I might have got that reference wrong. I don't know.
No, that's a rap group.
Okay, never mind.
So, yeah, I mean, it could be like this time next month, we could be talking about, Vampirina, Teenage Vampire on the Disney Channel, the way things are going. So, I just wanted to come on and say that I think that we as a community should forgive Charles for his transgression. I think he realizes what he did was wrong. We've kind of felt like this channel was therapy and that we were kind of in this together, and we kind of felt betrayed by Charles for his pledge to follow the Colts. So but at the same time, I think that we've all taken an interest in Charles and his progress as a young man, going out on his own, trying to make his way in the world. And I think that he's got so many good qualities that are worthy of redemption. Apologizing, it takes a big man to do it. We saw the difficulty the Beast just had doing it, right? So I think that I'm hoping that the community can find it in their heart to kind of take him back into the fold. And I think that he'll learn a lesson from these last few weeks where, loyalty is something that's kind of important when you're dealing with your friends. And I think that's something that has already been driven home with him. And I wanted to see what you thought about that, Jake.
I think that's excellently said. I'm with you. I'm willing to certainly forgive Gorman. It feels like he realizes what he did was wrong, and I'm willing to forgive him, but I know it might take some time for others in the chat, so he's going to have to earn back the good graces of the chat with excellent calls and being himself.
Yes, as we know, the internet is a very harsh mistress, so he's got some fences still to mend, but I just wanted to come on and since this team is dog shit and there's really no content to talk about, just kind of throw that out there so that when things do look a little bit brighter for us, we can take him back into the fold, embrace him, and kind of embrace our impending success together. I appreciate your time, Jake.
I love it. Well said by Kyle Clifton. Beast, what do you have to say for yourself? Where'd he go?
We lost it. Enough today.
What's wrong? Today. You were just calm a second ago.
Oh, let's see. Tomorrow, what am I going to be doing? Work.
I didn't ask what you were doing. I asked, what do you have to say for yourself?
I'm fine. Don't worry about it. Just be you. Just be you. Just be you. I'm just glad I'm not having a beer in my hand yet. Because I don't need to. I've done that already enough. From all the Polak beer to German beer to French, even Spanish, everything I've had. Everything I've ever wanted to do, I've done it all. Now, just go. Just go. Just go to the champion.
Dana says, Beast, you blubbery bastard.
Screw you, Dana. You're probably some used used and abused loser anyways. Loser. Or in the words of the NWO, loser. This is Taco Beaned champion Dana the Chicken.
Hey, Beast, what's for dinner tonight?
Nothing. I'm not eating tonight because tomorrow I got to leave here at 8 a.m. on the button.
Where are you going?
Work. But before that, I got to stop at 2 places.
I thought you were retired.
I got to make money. I need money in my pocket.
Did you retire? Why don't you get a full-time job? You have all these world titles. You can't get a job?
I'm not going to even argue with you today because that
I'm not arguing with you. I'm asking you a question. I'm going to keep
Try
playing
that.
this.
I've been there.
J-O-B, job.
I got enough on my plate. Let's see.
Why don't you get a full-time job?
Before I got into wrestling, what the hell did I do first?
Come out of retirement.
Would you let me goddamn finish?
No.
Before I got into wrestling, I was working at crappy factories, making $80.
What else?
Yeah. What
about when you
garbage.
broke Roger Maris's home run record? They didn't pay you for that?
That was 2001. That was a big job. A very big job for me to accomplish.
Where'd all that money go?
Hey, everything. Everything on life. Everything on life. Taxes, bills, everything. It's all about tax.
What about being a model again?
What, you think I'm nuts? I'm sorry. I don't model for anybody. The only people I'm going to model for, if you want to do modeling for shirts, that's fine, but not underwear. I like to keep my drawers clean.
Yeah, but look at that ass.
No, this is unacceptable to me. Very unacceptable. It's unacceptable.
In what way?
It's a foul gesture. It's a foul gesture.
You look
Get that
good.
shit out of here. You can send that to Connecticut while you're at it. Send it to those snobs that go, oh, this baby. Oh. I'm not for that shit. No, I think that's pretty pathetic. And like Adam Copeland once said, I think it's pathetic. I think it's all pathetic. Sure, I love this team, but are we still playing like dog shit? Yes, we are. Yes, we are. Why? Because we got an incompetent, lazy coach, and you can take that picture, shove it up your ass, and make sure you use it as toilet paper while you're at it.
Thank you, Beast.
You can kiss my big ass. Woo!
All right, I've had enough fun today. It's time to give away a Jets jersey, and then we'll wrap up our program. But first, Big Fella with a super chat says the only way Charles gets back is if he sings, "This is our Jets. This is our team." Might not be a bad idea. Might not be a bad idea. Might have one more surprise for you guys at the end here, but first I got to do the raffle.
It's time to announce the winners of the weekly Asmaniac raffle. Let's spin the Jake Asman Show Wheel of Champions and find out which Asmaniac is winning an epic prize.
Oh, yeah. The Wheel of Champions is up on the screen, ladies and gentlemen. And someone's going to win a Jets jersey. If you win, you have to email me, asmanjake@gmail.com. Name, address, player you want the jersey in, size, and color. You don't email? Well, you're not going to get the jersey. Good luck to everybody. If you don't win, you are entered in the weekly raffle, so you have a chance to win later this week, next Tuesday. Good luck. The winner is... Spencer Green, Beast arch nemesis, has won the raffle. Spencer, congratulations. Hit the Jet chant. Beast, your thoughts on your arch nemesis winning?
Eat this. Eat it. Yeah, eat it. Why you could go stuff your face with a turkey if you know what it looks like.
Is that a turkey sound?
No, that was a Tim Allen grunt going. Nobody gives a shit.
Congrats again to Spencer. Shoot me an email, Spencer. Ladies and gentlemen, Nick Shine has called in. I'm being told he might be near Charles Gorman. Nick?
I don't know how this shit always falls into my lap, Jake. So, you know, I'm a rover as a custodian in town, and today I'm at the school that happens to be 2 blocks away from Charles. And after he was on before, a lot of people reached out with concern. The other night on the Addy show, we found out Charles isn't taking his medication, and he looked very sedated today. So I called him. And you want to know how weird the universe is, Jake? As I'm sitting there, I told Charles, be outside. I'll be there in 10 minutes. I pull up. I'm talking to him. As I'm talking to him, I get a call from his brother, Eddie. And I'm like, hey, I got to call you back in a minute. So now I reached out to Charles's mother. I told Charles, listen, go inside, take a shower, change your clothes, get yourself together, reach out to your family and just tell them, hey, I need to spend the night there. And when you get there, talk to them and tell them. He was off his meds for weeks. That's why he's been erratic. That's why he's been reckless. That's why he's been doing all this un-Charles-like stuff. And I know that's crazy to say un-Charles-like, considering the human being that we know he can be with his stomach and bowel issues. But all that aside, there's legitimate concern. He can't be off his medication. He has to be on it. And it could take a couple weeks for him to reload now that he's on it again. So there's a lot of great concern there. Eddie asked me, is he suicidal? He's not. He's just, now that he gets back to being on the meds, he comes down to, it's like bipolar. He's really up and now he's crashing and he's really low. So I'm trying to do what I can do within the structure of making phone calls. And yeah, that's where we're at. That's what I got.
Well, Charles, if you're listening, please take care of yourself. All right. Please take your medicine and don't ever skip it again.
Yeah. Yeah. And I told him, like, listen, man, I knew you were off. That's why I wanted no part of that storm that you were brewing. It's very unlike you. And that's not the friend that I've made over the last year and a half. So, I'm here now because I want the best for you. And you have to want the best for you because you're here by yourself and there's no one else to take care of you.
Well, you're doing a great job doing it for him, Nick. So props to you, man.
Yeah, thank you. It's just crazy how the universe works. Me getting placed at this school, literally 2 blocks from him. And then as I'm sitting there, his brother calls me. I don't even know how Eddie got my goddamn number. So that's a discussion that needs to take place further down the road.
Oh, my God. Well, hopefully Charles is okay because even though he's Benedict Gorman to some, we still love Charles in this community. And obviously we want him to be all right. So, Charles.
And also, for anyone
who's
got $20, every person who Venmos me $20, you can have Eddie Gorman's number. I'll send it to you.
Maybe Eddie could take Charles' spot as a regular.
Do you know where Eddie was, Jake? I'll give you a million guesses. You'll never guess where Eddie was. So I'm like, are you home? Are you with your mother? I need to speak to
Friendlies.
No, great guess though. But
Costco.
I said you'd never guess it. He was at choir practice about to go in.
Wow.
I got to hear Eddie sing now. He probably has the voice of an angel, and we've been missing out on this the whole time. Oh, thank God I don't drink anymore, Jake. Holy shit.
Nick Shine, you're an American hero, sir.
I try. Go Jets.
Go Jets. Please win a game so we can talk about a team that doesn't suck
Can
ass.
we win a game so we all don't have to start taking medication, please?
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
I was going to end the show like 5 times, but when a man calls in from Australia, you take his call as Craig will be today's closer. Hello, Craig.
Mate, you legend. How's things? You all right?
I miss you, Craig. This country has gone all downhill since you left.
I can tell you right now, you do not miss us anywhere near as much as we miss you. Mrs. Craig and I, we've been moping around the house. We've been watching walking videos of New York and everything. It's all we can do. So I've got to wait. I've got to wait another 6 months at this stage. But it was an incredible trip. Kids gave it 10 out of 10. None of them wanted to leave. I knew it would be the case. So we'll be back. But I've got a question for Beast. How bad does he need a job? Would he like to come to Australia and sell surgical devices? He can look over the shoulder of surgeons, and if they're not cutting in the right place, he can go, no, don't do that, or something like that. That'd work, surely, don't you reckon?
Hey, Beast, shut up. Stop talking. I got a job offer for you, Beast. Craig wants to
Yes,
hire you.
what do you need?
Where is he? Beast, how quickly can you get to Australia? We've got a case this afternoon that needs covering. Surgeon needs help. Can you help us out?
What's wrong there, mate?
Oh, that's not bad, actually. That's the first Aussie accent I've heard from Beast at this point.
Well,
Hey,
I
do you know
watched
who's
that on the hundreds of times. Remember?
Oh, that's true. I guess we've spoken a few times previously, so you've had a bit of practice. But mate, if you can get yourself over here, the surgeons, the nurses definitely would love you, mate. There's no doubt about it. And if the surgeon doesn't do what they're told, you can just power slam them.
Well, look at the money right now. It's a mess. How are you supposed to afford $2,000 for a freaking flight? And I'm sitting there going, I don't have a sticky credit card. All I have is a prepaid. And things don't go on fees there, mate.
Okay.
Remember,
Are you telling me that you need a sponsor, or do we need to set up a GoFundMe? Hashtag Get Beast down under.
We'll take it one step at a time. Remember, it's like you gotta take small precautions and baby steps to make sure to do what you need to do. And right now, the way everything is right now, we still are a dog shit team. We still basically can't do anything.
All right, I can't listen to this anymore. Craig, great offer. Unfortunately, Beast is
Was it declined? I don't know what happened.
Yeah, I'm going to
assume he declined it or accepted it.
I'm going to go declined if I had to guess.
Okay, it's an open offer, Beast. We're waiting. Sarah definitely she can train you. Okay, what more can I do than that?
Craig, that's why you're an international hero. Thank you.
Take care, mate.
We should have a Craig in Australia. All right, that's a show. We did the raffle. Spencer Green already emailed me. He wants a Garrett Wilson white size large jersey. I'll make it happen for you, Spencer. That does it for me. Ladies and gentlemen, we're back tomorrow. Matt O'Leary on the first show. Dylan Terraman on the second show. More Jet madness to discuss. What will Aaron Glenn say next that will be completely irrational and unnecessary? We'll find out. Until then, though, I leave you with one video that I think perfectly encapsulates the state of the Jets. Ladies and gentlemen, sit back and enjoy it all. He's dying to come back on the show.
Let me get in my chair first. I'm getting pissed off by the heck. I'm trying to get into my damn chair, dummy. There's my orange chair I'm going to sit in.
All right, dear God, let this chair hold.
Hey, shut up. I've been sitting in the...
Bob, what's in the blue storage bins? More chairs?
The clothes and all that, Nick.
No.
Where do you keep your underwear, Nick? God damn it. I'm just pissed off.
Voice of an angel comes in to save the day.
Yeah. Hi, Sarah.
Oh.
So you got your wish, Jake, okay?
J-O-B, job.
Hey, here's the deal. Just got no chance unless you click on that like button. And you got to make sure you subscribe to the Jake Asman Show. You don't, you can get the f*** out. Now let's go, Asmaniacs. We're built for this shit.